Welcome back to another live episode of Hollow Time. We are actually live in the flesh. I was thinking this while the intro was playing. I wish that there were like recordings of each of us as the intro is playing, because I'm like always dancing.
I saw you dancing at the bottom
intro
there.
song gets me going. Throughout the rest of the day, I'm just like dun 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 dun.
Yeah, you just end up humming it afterwards.
Yeah, exactly. But welcome back to Hollow Time. I am joined by my friends Tito Pred, aka Panfred Nudo, More Amor,
Hey yo,
AZ Panoy, and Kuya Nikki.
Hey.
Is that a different way to spell Kuya, or is that a typo?
Oh, I didn't spell it.
Oh, okay.
That's the Hawaiian way.
I honestly wasn't sure. I wasn't
like a
sure. I
Hawaiian
had to
name,
ask. I
like-
didn't mean to like embarrass you. Like that was
That's
actually
the
a question.
Hawaiian way.
That's the
Represent for the
Hawaiian
Hawaiian.
way. Sure.
Hawaiian.
There we go. There we go.
But I am back. AZ is also back. We did not go out partying last night till 3 a.m. AZ, he had some
I'm
he
back
had a
from injury.
bender of a weekend 2 weekends ago.
Alright. How's your
So-
back, AZ? Is your back
I'm
better?
back. It's actually my oblique. It
Oh,
was
your
like
oblique.
he got thrown off after sneezing. So I was it hurt. It hurt. Even
So
now,
you-
like I
So you
finally
messed
got
up
to
your
work it out
oblique from sneezing.
from sneezing.
I didn't know that was possible.
That's
Just
a
to
streamer
clarify,
movie
just
right there.
just
That's
to
a
clarify
streamer
for everybody in chat and who's going to watch this later,
He's,
that's how he did that.
he's lying to you. Actually, what it was I was in a burning building and AZ ran up 17 flights of stairs, and then fireman carried me on his back all the way
Right.
back down. And on the way back down, fought off a bear
Right.
and
Oh,
then
yeah.
ran out. That's really what happened.
And then when he
He's
was
being
pumping
modest.
air into you, doing mouth to mouth, then is when he messed up the
Yeah.
oblique.
That's
He
what
did
did
all
it.
of that, and then mouth to mouth did it.
From what I was told, the fireman told me that it was right before he had to do mouth to mouth. He was like, no, I'm not doing that. And help him.
Oh my!
right before, right beforehand.
No,
Yeah,
you got
but
to
we
tell
were-
everybody. You got to tell everybody what your wife did to help you, AZ, or not help you.
What?
Oh, this part I
not
don't
help
think I
me.
heard.
Yes.
All she
Behind
did was like trying to make me laugh and try to tickle me. So
Oh.
yeah,
To make it feel worse.
to make it feel worse. The
Yeah.
the even suckier part about it is when you have to sneeze again. Like, I'm just bracing.
Yeah.
And I have a habit too. It's a bad habit. I have a bad habit of when you sneeze, you press your nose. You cover your nose.
Oh no!
and
That's not a bad habit.
Just
That's
let it
well,
out.
well,
But
it's
when
almost
you
like
gotta
pinch
let it out.
then
Let it out.
I've had
Let it all
those
out.
things.
Good.
I've had instances where I'm like I don't
don't want all
like
the
I want to
stuff
let it go.
You don't know what to
I
do.
don't know
Give
what to
yourself
do.
a.
You're gonna
get hernia, dude.
yeah.
And then my wife will just laugh because all she hears, like, is my door will be open. All she hears is like, "Ugh."
Like, achoo!
He's just crying for the next 5 minutes.
Oh my!
So
God.
that was
We're
a
glad
bad
that
time.
you're back. We're glad that you're back, and
Thanks.
hopefully
thanks,
feeling
yeah.
better too.
And you do have a new background from the last
Yeah,
time we saw you
we
on Hollow
got
Hollow
a-
Time.
This was before the injury. This was before the injury.
So were you not streaming because you were like redoing the background, and then the injury just like
Oh no,
prolonged it a little
this
bit, or
wasn't even planned. I was just taking a break. Taking a break from streaming in general. And for those of you who are new content creators who are feeling a little bit of burnout, just feeling it, I would say take a break. Don't wait until
Don't
you're-
push it.
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
push it. Don't push it.
Dun,
You know,
dun,
remember why you
dun.
started doing this in the first place, basically.
Yep.
Because you were
Yep.
doing like daily streams at one point. I was like, oh, he's on again. He's on again.
Yeah, I think it was just one of those like when when there was a day off that lined up or like a PTO day that lined up, it was like when the streaming thing is taking priority and family secondary, that's a bad thing.
Yeah.
It's a bad thing. So took a break, and then it was just one of those things that it just popped up to where, hey, let's clean up the room.
Nice.
So
Oh, looks good.
Yeah, it looks.
Those are all
good.
Billy IKEA Billy bookshelves.
these are all IKEA Billy bookshelves. So just a heads up too. So for those of you who are thinking about it, one thing to consider is, if you notice, like the McLaren set there and the Bugatti set, I can only fit one because they're only about 13 inches in width. So if you have sets like the Discovery Shuttle, with that, it's actually hanging out, including like my Dodge Charger there.
Yeah,
It's actually hanging off,
Yeah.
kind of balanced off the shelf.
So they're not
So-
too deep.
They're not too deep.
Yeah.
If you want a deeper, I've seen some setups where if you want a deeper setup, some people do the I forgot what it's
Pack
actual
shelves.
the back shelves, right? And the cabinet, the closet,
Mhm.
the actual
Yeah.
closet shelves that they.
How deep
that
are
they
your
can see.
shelves? How deep? How deep are your shelves? I really need to learn, cause I just started buying Lego.
Now, I've physically been in that room. Heck, I even stayed in that room where AZ is. I was welcomed into their home when I went to Arizona.
How nice.
What is at least a year? At least a year.
nice.
Was that a year
More
ago?
than-
or
More than a year ago
More
now.
than a year now, right? I think it's more
Um,
than a year now.
And it's definitely way different now. And I was joking earlier that you've had to ditch your Filipino hoarder ways to achieve
Yeah,
that
'cause
look.
before it was all of these were on tables, on tables surrounding the room. So
That's
yeah,
right.
so and the funny thing is too, it's like, okay, it's supposed to solve storage, but it filled up everything.
There were supposed to be some empty spots.
There's
there,
supposed to
but
be some
no.
empty spots, and now we're like, oh crap.
That's
So,
hilarious.
I'm facing that conundrum of, all right, which do I need to break up some sets now?
Yep.
Mhm.
You
Yep.
know, and then deciding to where which one is like,
Yep.
Mm.
That's where I'm at.
Mhm.
which-
It's like
which
the
one will-
go buy more shelves, go buy more Lego. Go buy more shelves, go buy more Lego.
Yeah.
It just, I mean, I don't know. To me, it sounds like you just need some more shelves, but I don't know. I don't know.
You need spots to put the shelves down.
Yeah.
There-
That is
that's-
also
That's
true.
the issue.
I don't
That's
know.
my-
I don't know if you guys watched the episode of Two Figs One Set with Nikki, but she said that she throws away everything from a Lego set besides the set and the instructions, and that
That's what I
just
do.
blew
Yeah.
my mind. Like, I keep
Yeah.
everything. I keep
Where do you
the
keep
sticker,
it? Where
I
is
keep the
it?
sticker
Yeah.
sheets after
Why?
they're gone.
Why?
I don't
Why
know.
What are you doing,
I
Rob?
don't
What are
know.
you doing?
even the
Why?
sticker sheets?
Wait, this could be a
don't
Filipino thing.
It is.
Do,
Yeah,
It's
do your
gotta be.
parents?
Filipino
Do
thing.
your parents keep everything?
Oh,
down?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, Rob.
everything?
Oh, your
everything.
okay.
I mean,
And where do they put it? Where do they
Yeah.
put
Where
it?
does it go?
Yeah, where's
So-
your stuff? Like, you have a closet
where do
back
you
there?
put
Like,
it?
where
so yeah.
you
well,
sleeping on boxes right now? Like,
So
He
I
has
have
a
two-
he has a layer of
I have
boxes.
two-
you breakdancing on Lego boxes, like you out on the street? Like,
That's how I picture him in his living room. He's breakdancing on his Lego boxes.
yeah. What do you
just want to
mean?
be a Jabberwocky.
Where do you put it all, Rob?
So I have two closets, and one closet is for clothes, and one closet is for Lego boxes. But yeah, at my parents' house, like, they just keep everything in the basement. The basement has become storage. And they actually have like a third floor, like, attic room. And so a lot of stuff has
Store stuff,
started to
yeah.
go up there too. There's lots of room in their house to store stuff.
Oh, that must.
And
be
now they don't
sick.
have anyone living. It's just them two and our little dog.
and all of
so-
Rob's stuff.
and all my there's still so much Lego that's there. There's probably
Wow.
still like 200 sets that are at my parents'
It's
house.
that word
Really?
like Sayang is what
Yeah.
you're hearing in the back of your head.
Well, I
Sayang.
mean, my wife will attest. I kind of have that a little bit of that gene to where
Uh-oh.
she was like, do you even need this? I'm like,
I need
then you
some- yeah, I need
mumble-
someone holding
you
me
mumble to
accountable.
where
Like if someone
Maybe.
like held up, Lego box and was like, "Do you really need this, or can I just throw it away?" I'd be like, "Okay, no, you can throw it away."
Yes.
But
But you
Yeah, I
need
just
someone
need-
to ask
I
you
need that accountability. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's AZ's wife.
exactly.
She's
That's
saying
what I'm
that right now. She's like,
saying. Okay, I need a wife. Where do I buy
Yeah.
one of those? You get that on Amazon? Where you
on
get that?
Amazon, 2-day free shipping.
I have a whole box, or I think it was like I still have it, a whole bin of Super Street magazines from a decade ago.
Why?
You were collecting them? Is that
I-
your collection?
I don't know. I'm
Quote,
not even
unquote.
collecting them. I think it's just one of those.
Everything
I'll-
is a collector's item when you're Filipino.
Maybe
not
I'll read it one
garbage.
of these days.
I might
don't
need
know.
it one of these days, right?
Maybe I need to look
I-
at a car from 10 years ago.
Gosh, I don't know. I don't see what the problem or why you can't throw it away.
Oh, I guess that from my wife basically means she probably threw them away or got rid of
Oh,
them.
never mind. They're gone.
AC doesn't
We don't-
even know. It's not
you-
in the house anymore.
Oh,
Don't
they're
even
gone.
know.
They're gone.
You no longer have a box full of 10 years worth of Super Street magazine.
I know.
Uh,
Now it's at Rob's house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all brought to Rob's.
It's in Rob's
Just send me your
parents.
stuff. I will
Rob's
gladly
parents'
store
basement.
it for you. Just
Rob's
send it
parents'
to me.
basement, aka the room of requirement, where you just put random crap.
Yeah, it is really like a mini room of requirements.
I used to
That's
do
true.
I used to do what you did, except for the sticker sheets. I used to have the boxes in our closet, and then that's when my wife was like, "Okay, this is ridiculous. You already have all your shoes here, and then I have empty
Oh, yeah, the
boxes."
shoes. Yeah.
then I'm like,
Ugh.
all right. And then it was one of
Shoe
those. Just don't
boxes.
throw the. I think the only box that I didn't throw was the Bugatti box, because
Mm,
those.
That's a fancy
Yeah.
box.
Because the way
Mm-hmm.
for those of you who haven't built like the Bugatti or like the Lamborghini Sion, the way they set up those boxes,
They're nice.
they're nice. Yeah,
They are
have,
nice.
like,
Oh
they
yes,
have
I know what you're talking
displays
about.
of like the
I get it.
wheels and like the instructions and the boxes to where you open it up, it's another picture inside. So to me,
Mm-hmm.
that's like one of those boxes that you can't throw away because of the way it's set up.
And let's face this. The room that they're in, the room that he's in right now,
Oh, they don't know this.
the room that they're in right
Oh,
now,
yeah,
he's in
yeah,
right
yeah.
now,
Yeah. What's the
Is-
room?
is the master bedroom,
Yep.
I just
which
wanna
was
say-
converted from a master bedroom to the stream room.
I just
How
wanna
did
they
say-
pull that
Lego
off?
room.
I didn't even pitch that. That's just how much my wife loves me, because she was like, you know what, you're having so much stuff in the den that let's just switch it over. You take over the master bedroom.
She
and
just
we'll move
said,
to the
"I
spare
am
bedroom."
sick of looking at your stuff.
Basically.
Take the master bedroom."
Yeah, it was. I always say it was
Wow.
her idea.
That's nice.
That was. I always say that's her. It was her idea, and yeah. So this is the display room. When I work from home, I sit over here too. So
That is right.
That wouldn't fly in my house.
Yeah,
Just saying.
Rob, that's what you need, dude. She even claimed, she's like, I'm half Filipino, so that's why I don't have the hoarder gene.
Yeah,
And I tell my husband, the
Search on-
hoarder,
Search on
to get that out of
Amazon. Half Filipino.
put on your wish list, your Amazon wish list.
My Amazon wish list. Yeah.
Look, AC Kanai spelled Kuya the Hawaiian way too.
Ah, Kuya. Yeah.
Oh,
It's
she's probably
probably
typing-
hecking
yeah.
Apple. It's probably
that's
freaking
probably
autocorrect.
yeah. That's probably like the Apple autocorrect.
Freaking
Thanks,
Apple.
Thanks, Apple.
Heckin' autocorrect.
Fix
Yeah.
it.
So no,
like
my
iPhone
dad's worse than my mom. And I attributed it to he grew up poor. He grew up like super duper poor in the Philippines. He grew up in San Fernando, which is like the northern part of the largest island in the Philippines, the main island, and he lived in like a 1-room kind of cabin type building with him and his 5 other siblings and his parents. Like it was that, and so everything that he has, he keeps, and it's really really bad. Like he has stuff from stuff that doesn't even fit him, or like and he'll keep it, or he'll keep like old tools that just don't ever, like the last time he used was like like more than a decade ago, or boxes to things. Like my mom was telling me the other day, like he had kept or they did takeout. They had some people over at their home, and they had like this huge like Lucille's takeout box, right? Because they ordered like a bunch of stuff from Lucille's, and that's in the garage, and that happened like months ago. And no, fam, go get toss that, man. And I'm like, I don't know. I feel like I have that a little bit, but as I think what it is you get to a point where you just don't have room for that stuff.
Yeah.
You just don't have, like, I just simply just don't have room for it, and I'd rather be more practical than sentimental, I guess. I mean, that's why I hear about Rob. Like, what,
I say
you sleeping on those boxes, or
until my order gets placed, I will keep my boxes. I do not care.
I mean, clearly, Kuya Nick, you ain't got room for boxes. You really have room for your Lego.
Yeah, like when I first started collecting 2012, I would keep the instruction manuals, but then there was and I would keep them
a good choice now.
Filing cabinet. And then after about a year, I was like, it's overflowing. So then I had to start recycling them. Boxes at the beginning, I was getting rid of the boxes right away, even like back in 2012. Like I couldn't, like, can you imagine now 10 years of collecting? If I kept everything, it would, like, there'd be no room for anything.
Yeah.
So no, I don't.
And the boxes of the sets behind you are not small.
Yeah,
those are.
That's true.
Those
like
are
there was a time like
huge
AC was
boxes.
saying those like the supercars. I kept the supercars for a while, and even some of the big UCS boxes. But then I was like, what am I gonna do with these? They're just here, and so we just ended up tossing them. But I had the same idea. It was like, these are really nice. Like they're it's like looking at some art. But then I was like, I'm not even okay. I can go on the internet and just take a look at how it used to look or something, right? I'm not
realistically, right? Like, what are you going to do with that?
And then
box?
the instructions, like they're digital instructions now. You just type in the set number and then you can rebuild something. So I don't really need because in my head before it was like, if it broke, I need to have the instructions so I can rebuild it, because I wouldn't know how to do it just by the top of my head. But now it's on the internet.
What my dad and I, we call the instructions online, we call those the Jedi archives, and then our physical copies, those are the sacred Jedi texts. And so, like, I think my mom was literally like, all right, can we throw these away? Like, you don't need them, right? And I was like, no, the sacred Jedi texts.
Well, some of those instructions have like the first few pages, they might have like some pictures. Yeah. So those are cool too, but then after a while,
but those are also digitalized.
They're all digital too.
Yeah, they are.
Those are all digitalized.
I still say it was a good thing for anyone that kept all of their instructions for the extra VIP points. But now
I only had like 20 instructions that I hadn't recycled yet that I was able to scan.
Oh, wow.
So
wow.
I think I have about 30.
Luckily, I was Luckily, I was lazy with those 20 that I didn't recycle yet. They were just like.
So you scanned all of those?
Yeah, I scanned those.
Do you have them still? Now that you've scanned them?
No.
You tossed them?
Yeah.
That's all they're good for now, right?
Yeah. I only have like a couple of the sets that I just recently built that I haven't tossed yet.
AZ is being called out. Apparently, AZ has all
AZ.
his instructions.
Yeah. AZ's been
I'm
pretty
looking at
quiet.
Yeah. No,
is it a stack? Is it a giant stack?
I still have, like I said, I still have about probably 30 or more to scan.
Oh dang! Scan them
Oh
and dump
wow,
them.
you haven't
Yeah.
haven't scanned them all yet.
How many have you scanned? Have you scanned like
Get
over
on it.
100?
Quite a bit.
Quite a bit.
Quite a bit. I
When-
think
when-
my VIP points went up by.
Don't lie.
I think my VIP points went up by probably a couple thousand, like 2,000.
Whoa.
Wow,
200.
nice.
What?
Wow.
I think.
200 copies.
Wow.
See, AZ Panay knows the numbers.
She
What-
calling you
know,
out.
yeah,
man.
yeah.
What year? What year
that's
was
the
the
thing
first
with-
year that had the QR codes?
That's a good
Do
question.
we know?
That's a good question.
I don't know.
Because I have a few. Wait, no. The
Maybe
ones
it was
that-
when the app- Whenever
Yeah.
the app launched,
yeah,
Is
I
that-
thought it was
that was
more
mainly
recent.
the reason.
Because the Batmobile, the 89 Batmobile had it, and that was what 2019, 2018, right?
Yeah.
It's got to
Yeah.
be way further than that. I
I,
feel like
I thought it was like 2018 or something like that. Maybe it's farther back, like 2015.
I feel like it had been further back, like
Yeah,
further
it
back
had
than
been
we
further
than we realize.
Okay.
But
Speaking
The
of
only ones that
instructions,
didn't
did you
have,
guys
like, the
see?
small ones?
I don't know what's going on in at the lake. I think it's at the Lego headquarters, but there's like a bunch of people there right now, or like this
Mhm.
past
I
week.
saw.
They brought in the model for the instructions. That kid that was on the back of the instructions. Do you remember that
Mm.
kid? Right?
yeah,
They brought him in and they brought him to the headquarters, and they're like
I
a bunch
saw
of people
that.
getting pictures
saw
with
that.
him and stuff. It's like
That's
that's
awesome.
sick. That's so dope.
yeah.
That's funny.
Scarebeck is what's happening at in Billund right now.
Okay.
So Scarebeck is like another Lego convention.
Would you say it's
Is
kind
it-
of like a brick world type?
Yeah.
of
Yeah,
thing,
is it a
Bristol type of
convention?
thing
Like
too?
anyone can go to it as long as they
Um,
like obviously pay, or is it like
I think it's a convention, but in conjunction
cool.
with that, they do have like particular RLFM days or LAN days where
Oh,
they'll
okay.
get to go into the HQ and hear stuff from designers and stuff like that. So
Oh, okay, that's when they do that. Okay, gotcha.
right. So I know that was something that Dr. Cat Builds did last year, and she was telling me
Oh, so that's where she was.
about that.
Yeah,
Nice.
I think that was with the reveal of Rivendell.
Rivendell. Yeah, yeah,
Right.
that's what I was
Yeah,
gonna say.
yeah,
too.
she
Okay,
was
cool.
there, yeah.
Right,
Dope,
she was
that's
there
sick.
at that. So
Yeah.
that's definitely something on my bucket list of things to do. But
I mean, that's like
cool.
going to Mecca, right?
right, the Holy Land, right?
Yeah, yeah. That's awesome.
You gotta make the pilgrimage.
Yeah,
Right.
the pilgrimage. Yeah, exactly.
The pilgrimage.
Yeah, I'd love to do
Yeah.
that too.
Yeah,
One
that's
day.
I think on the last day of Brick Slopes, when Amor and I were with Cody was telling us that he was gonna
Yeah,
go
he's
there.
there too. Yeah.
Yeah, he's there.
he's there right now, right?
He's there
okay.
right
Yeah,
now. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
That's
Yeah, a
awesome.
couple of
posting
a couple of
pictures.
the BBG crews. Shout out to the Bearded Builders Guild, who were super awesome and accommodating with us at Brick Slopes. I know each of us got a BBG shirt, or at least Nick, Amor, and I did.
Yeah.
I think Rob, did you end up getting a?
I did not actually, but I
Yeah.
didn't like ask or anything. I feel like if I had asked, they would have given me one, but I just didn't even think about it. So
I paid for mine only
Okay,
because
so
I
I do.
wanted.
then I
I
would
wanted to
have
step up.
bought one, but I had no
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah.
I was running around. It's fine.
Yeah, I bought one
Yeah.
to support because they were
Yep.
they're super awesome dudes. But anybody got any food?
I have
No.
food.
Normally
Yeah,
I
who-
would, but Maria's not here. Yeah, Maria
Maria handles it.
but yeah, Maria.
My
but
mom
what-
actually texted me.
what
They're at a
is
Filipino
this?
restaurant.
Yeah.
Ew.
I wanted something.
Chippy.
So
Eee.
Chippy is a pretty popular and a pretty long going, I think, Filipino type chip. They're shaped a lot like Fritos, and they kind of have the same, I guess, kind of texture as Fritos, but they have multiple flavors. I think barbecue is one of the original ones.
Nice.
And for as long as I can remember, whenever we went to a local Filipino market or whatever, we'd always come back with a couple bags of chippy. So I grew up, eating some other. I think cheese curls is another one that we would come
Clover
back
chips.
home with.
There's also clover chips. Yeah.
Clover chips is another one. The shrimp chips.
Oishi.
Yes.
Yeah,
Shrimp
the
one.
shrimp chip.
The
Yeah,
oishi.
those.
Yeah.
They're like
Those are
twisted.
some others. Right. And so, but this was probably one of my favorite ones growing up. So this is chippy to those for those who don't
Nice.
know what it is. I'm gonna open this up.
Where-
But Rob,
Where did you get
Okay.
that? Where would one buy?
so I have a couple of places. I got this one specifically at a local Seafood City. Is so there's Seafood City
Titi.
is where I got. There's also a 99 Ranch that I could have got this at. So those are kind of like ethnic, more Asian food markets that are within the area. I was after I'm pretty sure it was after we recorded 2 weeks ago. I was jonesing for some palabok. And so I went to a local Seafood City, which is connected to a Jollibee. And I was like, I
Double
hope this,
whammy.
I was like, I hope this Jollibee has some heckin' palabok. And sure enough, I got myself like the party size palabok so I can have some for the week. Yeah, so like I can have
Nice.
so I can have some right
That's
then and
awesome.
there.
I mean, that's
But
true.
then I
Yeah,
can-
that's how we do it.
But then
too,
I can
yeah.
have it at dinner or whatever, and then I had it for like the subsequent, 2 or 3 nights for lunch and for dinner. But palabok is a form of pancit. There's pictures of it there, which is making my mouth water. And I can
good.
I can barely talk because my mouth is so watery. But it's a form of palabok. Sometimes it's like there's a far left picture there where it's like you just see the white noodles and it's like the sauce and like the protein that's on top of just kind of lumped on there. But before you serve it, you mix in the sauce with the noodles so that it ends up being like one of the other pictures where it's all orange.
Mix.
This one actually says Jollibee. So this picture is from Jollibee.
Oh,
Yeah, so Jollibee serves it
There's a
like
lot
that,
of,
and they
There's a lot of like when you Google it, there's a lot of websites that would actually
looks so good.
do recipes. Like, see how it says Jollibee style pancit palabok?
Oh,
They'll do that with
Oh.
Jollibee style spaghetti because people are looking for that. Even though there's a lot of Filipinos that would do it, like would cook it based on their region. Some people are still looking for that fast food kind of taste, right? So
Mhm.
that's why you see
Yeah.
a lot of the Jollibee style.
Mhm.
So
stuff.
we have egg. What is this?
That
crunchy
is
stuff?
that is like a ground up
Pork
I
rind.
forgot if it's like fish skin.
Oh,
It-
fish
it-
skin.
it's like it's kind of like what you'll see on sushi, right? When they have like the ground up fish stuff on top of certain sushi. So
Yeah.
again, it depends on the region where you're at. Sometimes you'll see a lot more shrimp, right?
Yep.
On certain things. There's or sometimes they have like the pancit malabon where it's like a little bit thicker of a noodle. So, but yeah,
And the noodle. What's the sauce? Why is it like a reddish orange?
bad
don't
to be
know.
honest. I'm not
don't
sure.
know.
I have no
It
idea.
looks so
But
good.
there's
But it's not.
All I know is
spaghetti.
it's good.
and then there's typically
All I
lemon
know.
on there. You squeeze lemon on there, give it a little bit of like a citrusy taste, and it's just so it's a variant. It's a variant of I think probably one of my favorites, like favorite variants of pancit.
Who's ordering lunch? Yeah,
So-
seriously.
and,
No, go.
and we were talking about the thing. Does anybody still? I mean, I do this with spaghetti too. I think it was just how I was
Hot
raised in the
dogs?
Philippines. But do any of you put it on like bread, like inside bread,
No.
and just eat it like that?
No.
Yeah,
Have not. Can't say that.
Like a sandwich? You're saying like a
spaghetti
you'll
spaghetti
just-
sandwich.
yeah, spaghetti
I've never done that.
sandwich. Yeah,
Is that a
I
thing?
guess it's when you think about it, that's how a calzone is, right?
I mean, I'll take like
Calzone's
garlic
just a
bread
big
Calzone
ravioli.
is more pizza though, right?
or like
Yeah,
a
calzone's
roll,
like a pizza.
and then I'll scoop up the excess sauce, and then like I'll eat the bread with the
Yeah,
excess.
yeah. Some like
sauce.
garlic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Garlic
with
bread.
me, I kind of
Yeah.
I kind of stuff it. Like sometimes I'll instead of a dinner roll, I'll get
Yeah,
the
I was
pandesal. Like,
Yeah.
I was waiting for that comment from some. I was like, some Italian is going to be like, "This is blasphemy."
Blasphemy,
Wait a minute.
putting spaghetti in
Oh,
a
yeah,
hot
yeah.
bread.
That's what I'm waiting to hear. How dare?
How dare? What are you?
What are you even
I know.
doing over there?
No, I don't know if
Right,
it's a Filipino
tell
thing.
them
I mean, maybe
you
it
snap
is.
the spaghetti in half before you throw it in the pot. You know.
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, you're talking about people making like palabok sandwiches, right? For like taking Jollibee stuff and making.
well, it's not just the
That's
why it caught my attention, because like I said, I sometimes I stuff it inside bread, but this one Jollibee even posted it. They have like their chicken and then the palabok inside it with I'm trying to look for the post, but I can't find it. And then the bread. So
Well, there was that
it's
one.
like-
There was
That's
that one
hilarious.
TikTok where it was like, homie took the skin off the chicken, off the Jollibee chicken,
Uh-huh.
and then he took the adobo rice, took a scoop of the adobo rice,
I've seen that.
used the skin
it,
as like
yeah.
a taco shell,
Mm.
and then put the adobo rice in there, and then took a scoop of gravy and put it in
Wait a minute.
the
Oh
skin and
my
adobo
gosh.
rice,
Wait a minute.
and then ate it like a freaking taco.
Oh, this is revolutionary.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't want to go just do that.
that's something else,
See,
Yeah.
that for those of you who haven't
dude. I
had,
wish we had Jollibee in Texas.
Jollibee. That's
Yeah, I
that's
wish I
the
had one
thing,
here.
That's what it's known for too. The chicken in Jollibee is like the crispy
Staple.
skin, right?
Yeah.
The staple.
Yep. The crispy skin, dude.
I
So-
think the Jollibee chicken's better than KFC, better than Popeyes. It's up there.
Yeah.
Oh my
I
gosh.
mean,
It's
I like
good.
it.
They don't.
Yeah.
They don't. They're very generous with the grease. So like
Yeah.
you know,
True.
they ain't holding back. And then to make and then
They're quite holding
back.
and then to make then to make matters worse or better, should we say, they give you that big honking thing of gravy, which is more than enough for your chicken. And then you dip that greasy chicken into that gravy.
French it,
Dang.
make it swim.
Yeah. And then you're eating it with adobo rice, or you're eating it with
Adobo
palabok,
rice.
It's
or
amazing.
the heckin' Filipino spaghetti with hot dogs in it.
So with us, my wife and I were at our local Asian store, just going around looking for snacks, and there's this particular candy that we get. It's called Kopiko. It's like literally coffee candy.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah,
it's-
yeah.
It was big in the
Ooh.
Philippines. So my wife was like, "Oh,"
Oh, I think
my
I've
wife
had
was
one
like,
before.
"Oh, hey, look, here's this huge bag." So she picked it up, but we didn't realize it's the actual like coffee pouch.
Oh,
And we're like,
Wait.
"Oh, it's not the candy one." But I didn't even
I've
realize they actually had.
Yeah. Actually,
Yeah.
we get
Rounds.
those and the candy. But
I,
I like
didn't know
I
that.
like those coffee. I like those little.
Wait.
mixes,
So
too.
what is it that you got? Is it just
Instant coffee.
It's the
It's
actual
just like a coffee
instant
mix.
Instant coffee.
I thought it was
Oh,
candy.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
what?
But it's so
Hilarious.
good. Like, and the
Yeah,
best
I
part
love
is
those.
it's
For
so
sure. In the
it's so
Philippines.
easy. It's so
Yeah.
easy to make.
I love those.
And it tastes so
actually.
good. Yeah.
Some yummy coffee.
that's
Like on the go too, right? More like it's so quick.
Yeah.
Like you just like you're barely awake in
hot
the
water.
morning.
Yeah,
You just pour some in hot water.
I used to bring a couple of those packets with me to work in the morning back at before corned beef 19. Like
Yeah,
I would
before corned beef.
I'd pack some of those and then I'd make it at work in the kitchen.
Right. Yeah. All you need is the hot water dispenser, and then
Yeah.
bada bing, bada boom.
I'll never not laugh at corned beef 19. My food. So I got a little Costco membership this
Oh, that's
past
right.
week.
Let's go.
Nice.
So
Booty
it was
up.
it was funny because I posted on my story and I was like, should I get a Costco membership? Lego deals are pretty sick, and everyone was like, dude, don't do it for the Lego deals, do it for the $1.50 hot dogs, man. Like that's the reason. Everything else is bonus.
Yeah.
I was like, that's true. But Emmasaurus, shout out to Emily. She is the one that really sold me on it, because she was like, if you buy like 3 Lego sets, the membership pays for itself with the discount that you get. You know, it's usually about $20. A membership's $60. And then everything else again is like kind of bonus. I was looking for the Disney camera, which they didn't have, $80. But I'm glad that they didn't because I ended up getting it at the Lego store yesterday, and I got the GWP that I missed out on with the Disney
Nice.
Castle, which I'm
Mhm.
very, very happy about. Very happy. This is my personal opinion. I think this is the best GWP of the year, at least thus far.
Some people are saying the best GWP ever.
Ever. Wow.
I missed out on that too.
So so then I'm walking around with my extra large cart around Costco, first time, and I'm like, all right, cool, let's go to this. And I happen to see a huge bag of
Oh, yum.
dried mangoes.
Dried mango, baby.
Dude.
Love
And
them.
you know what's so funny is on my shopping list, I had written down like healthy, tasty snacks. And like this is what I came home with. It's like 50% sugar.
Yeah.
Did you know that Costco is
half-
carrying lumpia, frozen lumpia now?
Yes.
Yeah,
What did he
frozen
say?
lumpia. and-
What?
I forgot what
Wait,
the
yeah.
other thing.
I heard about
And,
this.
What
I
I've
might have
heard
episode
though,
today.
what
And
I've heard though,
longanisa.
but then again, these are from people who've had real lumpia, but they said it doesn't fare as well as the homemade one. But of course, anything right,
Right.
anything frozen, and you compare it to homemade ones,
Mhm.
No contest.
anything. It's not going to compare. But yeah, they do, and like what Kuya Nick said, they also have like the Filipino sausage, like longanisa.
Longanisa.
I mean, in a
Packaged.
pinch, in a pinch,
Yeah, that's true. You like you can
yeah.
make it. Yeah.
you don't have the time to, make the stuffing. You don't have time to roll them up
Stuffing,
and
then-
put it into the wrapper, and all you really have time for is to stick some into a air fryer or something real quick, and bada bing, bada boom, have some.
You
Mhm.
guys can.
Bada
You
bing,
guys know
bada
how to
boom.
do that?
What?
What do my parents? You guys know how to do that yourselves?
I don't. I don't know how to make the stuffing. I know how to roll them.
I know how to roll.
did
them.
I can't
I
even
did
roll
that.
them properly. That's
I know
hard.
how
I
to
did that
roll
all.
them, too.
I did all day as a kid, dude. I just put the
I used to roll them and fry them.
especially
Yeah.
for holidays. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
gonna be
it's like-
rolling.
yeah, it's like,
Hayden.
It's like
Your
my
skills
like
get
you know,
them
my,
really
my
tight.
my Mexican friends who know how to do tamales, but they don't. The recipe for the stuffing is like only their aunts and their grandma, like
family
the little abuelita knows, but they sure as hell know how to put the masa on the corn husk and put the stuffing in there and roll it up. And I had to do it once, and I was like, dude, this is actually a lot like doing lumpia. So and I got to take some home.
We love it.
Nice.
To this day, I'm trading lumpia for
It's
tamales.
a trade.
It's a good
Yep.
trade, man.
Wow. But dang, you came up sick, dude. You gotta go explore your Costco some more, Rob. See if you can
This
find
is-
any more ethnic foods.
This is true. Yeah. I did probably like 3 laps because I was just trying to kind of get a sense of,
sore.
where everything was. It's a new place. It's a whole new world.
A whole
You know?
Yeah.
I was just walking around singing the entire time. Oh,
You know what's-
He was in the cart like it's the magic carpet.
place I never knew.
You know what's really good that I try to avoid over there is the what do you call it? The Danishes, on the sweets aisle.
Yep.
Oh
It's
yeah.
The
so
Danishes?
good. It's
love those.
So
I'm a
good.
big muffin guy. The Costco
Yeah,
muffins.
oh the
That's-
muffins. Oh my
yeah.
gosh, yeah.
The cookies are
That's my
good. The three type cookies.
Oh, the
Chocolate
Costco
chip.
cookies. That's back.
chocolate
Giant
chip,
cookies.
chocolate chunk, and macadamia. I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's funny. So when I was a little kid, you know how they have like the things that you can try, little samples and stuff. I when I was a little kid, I would call them testables. And so my like imagine like like a 6-year-old kid walking around with his mom at Costco, like, Mom, where are all the testables? Where are they? I want
I'm
some
gonna start.
testables.
I'm gonna start calling them now. Yeah.
Testables.
Because they're
Be
Be careful
testables.
what you
You
say,
know?
though.
They're
You might say
testables.
something else.
Yeah, no.
And they thought it was
No.
the funniest thing. I had no idea why. And yeah.
Did your parents
Yeah,
ever
excuse me,
make you get more?
What's that?
Did your parents ever make you get more for them?
Get more.
Like,
Get more.
Get more.
Get more.
It's free.
Steal.
It's like, no, mom. It's only one per person.
Line up
I'm
again.
too
Go
ashamed.
Daniel.
Get more.
Go over there. There's a press bats over there. Go get another one. No, it's one per person, mom. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Get more.
Get the
That's
more.
so funny.
Yeah.
It's a press bats over there.
They want you to take it.
They want you to take it. They want you to.
That's why it's free.
It's like that's
your
why
job.
it's- Oh my god. No, that was the
Mention it,
worst.
mention
It's
it.
like
I remember
no,
my
dude.
grandma, every time we went to like an all-you-can-eat buffet, she would
Yeah.
have like she would whip out like the napkins,
Oh yeah.
and then you'll see her just kind of stuffing stuff to putting in her purse.
Oh,
It helps though, because
no.
then you'll be like driving back home, and they'll be like, all of a sudden, here comes my grandma's hand. It's like, you want some? It's like, where'd you get it? You're like, where'd you get it?
We didn't go to all you can eat buffets too much, except for also in the Philippines, my family always comments on this. It's not all you can eat. They say in the Philippines, they say eat all you can. Eat all you
Yes.
can buffets.
Yes,
yeah.
that's
Mm.
what they
Um,
say.
But we would always hit them up when we were in Las Vegas. Las Vegas. All
Mhm.
you can eat
That's all you
buffets.
can.
Yes, baby.
Does your family bring their own patis and vinegar?
No.
Can you imagine if that smelled?
That sounds right though. That
No.
sounds
No,
it tracks.
But I know my friend's family.
Yeah.
I would laugh because he would post a picture. It's like, tell me you're Filipino without telling me you're Filipino. They're at the all-you-can-eat crab leg section, and they have on the table they have their own patis and vinegar.
No,
For
is
those
it
of you who
is
know
it a
patis is like-
Tupperware?
Yeah, it's like in those little
Tupperware or
container.
like- Oh
Yeah.
my!
The big bottle.
Imagine
Big
taking a
bottle.
bottle of it. Oh my
Amazing.
god! To Vegas too. Like it's supposed to be like a fancy. Remember, imagine going like a bacchanal buffet over at Caesar's Palace and just having some patis. Oh my god! What's that smell? It smells gross over there.
This stuff.
Why does it smell so bad over there, Mom?
Yeah,
Smells so
When
bad,
my
but tastes so
friend-
good.
when I saw it on my friend's feed, I was like, oh my god, it's hilarious.
Yeah, it tastes good, dude. I mean, you gotta have some patis on your
On your rice.
But this.
on your rice. Yeah, dude.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
don't
don't
get
get
it
it
on
on
you, like Ken said.
Don't get it
When
on
you when you
No,
get
it
it
doesn't
on
come
you,
out.
it's like
Yes, Ken. Don't give it on you.
the scent will just follow you.
Oh my gosh. When you were there, Rob, you said you were there last weekend.
Yeah, I believe last weekend. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, because remember you talked about on Two Figs one set.
Yeah.
You had just
Yeah.
gone.
Oh.
Did they have were they celebrating the Burr months over there at your Costco? Yep.
They,
Yes, they did have some decoration. It wasn't a lot. It wasn't to the point where like you notice it right. Sometimes they'll have stuff like right as you walk in, you know.
Right.
But they kind of had it like just a little bit in the middle, maybe like half an aisle at that point. By the like they have the books, and then they have the Lego, and then they have some festive stuff. So yeah, they did have some Christmas stuff, and then some Halloween stuff.
my wife and I were there yesterday,
Okay.
and our
Mm.
local Costco that we went to, it's basically all out. You have like the
Dang.
big old like the rain.
Already.
I know that there's a new thing like the big old reindeer displays that you can put outside. They have
Oh,
all the
yeah.
Disney stuff like the little musical things from Disney. They have the Christmas trees.
A whole new world.
Yeah, and they had a 12-foot Christmas tree that they're selling this time.
Damn.
But yeah,
It's a huge tree.
the funny thing is, I saw more Christmas stuff than Halloween or Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, yeah.
I don't
that's-
even remember seeing any
yeah.
Halloween or Thanksgiving decorations, but it was, yep, whole 2 aisles of Christmas stuff.
The Burr months. Now, you guys weren't here last week. We were talking about the Burr months,
The
and
Burmans.
each of y'all weren't here with us. What was your experience? Did you guys' parents do the thing? We were talking about how we wouldn't necessarily put up the tree yet, before Halloween because we didn't want the Christmas tree showing at the window for trick or treaters or anything like that. ain't trying to look that.
You gotta put it in the
desperate
back room. Just put it in the back room.
But did your guys' parents were they heavy on decorating for Burr months?
In here in the US, no. But in the Philippines, yes. Because in the Philippines, it's an experience, and just like with the New Year's Eve celebrations over there, that's actually what I want my kids to experience one of these days is the holiday celebrations over there. Because like you said, for those of you who are wondering what the Burr months are, literally when September 1 hits, here comes the Burr months because of the it's cold or whatever, and that's the whole Christmas season basically in the Philippines. So like you'll see all the streets decked out with Christmas stuff, and like what Kuya Harold was talking about last week, the stars or the parole, right?
Yeah.
And you'll see the huge ones on the especially in main city streets. That's how they decorate it. But yeah, I remember in the Philippines they would do that, but not here. Over here, growing up in the US, we decorate right after Thanksgiving, after Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah.
That's your day of starting putting up your Christmas stuff.
Yeah.
So
nice.
And did they go pretty heavy on Christmas decorations in the house?
When growing up at our old house, we went as far as making a nativity scene outside, because we had we had 2 palm trees that sat in front of our house. So my dad and my grandpa would cut down some of the leaves and let it dry out beforehand, and we'll have a little makeshift stable thing that my grandpa made, and then you'll put that there. And amazingly enough, people, we're in a busy street, and the people didn't mess with it. It was just front and center in front of the house. So, and then one thing, we got a hold of a parole one time from California, and we had an old. I mean, we don't use it as much anymore, but sometimes when you're in the backyard, we have this old tennis table. We would still mess around with it as a kid, and when one of my grandpas were over one time, I came home and it was gone. I was like, what happened? Where's the
ping pong table?
The ping pong table. Yeah. So my grandpa took off the legs, made this huge pole. Then I looked outside the house because with the parole, you always want it high. Up. That's how you display. All of a sudden, there was this parole that's made out of tennis, hanging from the ping pong table legs in front of our house.
Oh my god,
that's crazy.
That's where it went.
Yeah, no ping pong for Christmas, dude.
Yep. No.
Wow.
It's the MacGyver.
That was the downside.
MacGyver, yeah, and that's what I don't know if this was your grandpa's too in the Philippines, but my grandpa on my mom's side, we called him MacGyver because he would fix we use the most random stuff to fix things. When my parents came here, their first car was this little 1971 VW Rabbit that they would drive up and down from Tucson to here in Phoenix. And one time they were driving up and my grandpa was with them. The accelerator pedal was wobbly. It was starting to break off. So what my grandpa did, because they were moving some stuff up, he took a spatula head, and put it on the gas pedal, and it worked. Yeah,
Wow.
It works.
That's awesome.
Amazing.
Yeah. So that's so if you find stuff missing in your house and your grandpa's there, it's probably used it to fix something.
Oh my god, that's so
MacGyver.
funny.
That's
Rob,
amazing.
what about you? You growing up in Michigan, and I know you're younger than us, and
So one thing I've experienced the Christmas New Year's festivities in the Philippines. When I was a freshman in high school, it was over our Christmas break, and so it was my grandparents, and then my family and my dad's sister's family and dad's brother's family. So it was like the whole dad's side that went to the Philippines, and we had like a Christmas party at the hotel with all of the relatives in the Philippines, and
Wow.
we like had the ballroom at the hotel, and there were probably like close to 100 people there, and it was a great time. We learned like a Filipino song that all of my cousins sang, and then played some Filipino party games. The Boat is Sinking. Have you guys played that?
No, how
That
does
before?
that go?
No.
The Boat is Sinking. It's a fun game where there's like a group of people, and then there's like the MC, and the person will say, "Okay, the boat is sinking. Get in groups of threes," and then everyone,
yeah.
and then you like grab two other people, right?
Yeah.
And if there's anyone that has like only a group of two, then you're out, right?
Okay.
And so as the game goes along, the groups get funnier and funnier. So it's like, all right, the boat is sinking. Get in groups of people that have the same color underwear as you. And then everyone's like, so yeah, we played some games, but I just remember like there were Christmas lights and like what are the star lights called? Yeah,
puddle.
yeah. So those were
Yeah.
just like everywhere lined up
Everywhere.
on the streets and stuff. So that was a really cool experience. But with being in Michigan, I think that when I was younger, we would do a little bit of like lights outside. But it kind of got to the point where we would leave the lights out in the bushes, like, and we wouldn't turn them on or anything, but they would be out there till like March, you know?
Yeah.
And we're like, all right, we gotta like go outside and like put them away. But as we stopped doing that, I feel like the decorations inside the house got more elaborate as the years went on. For us, it's more the like festivities themselves. So like
Yeah.
caroling, like lots of singing, caroling. My family, we would always do midnight mass on Christmas
Yep.
Eve. So
Yep,
we
right.
would go to grandma's house and open up presents
I
from
was
the
gonna say, do
extended
you guys
family.
do the midnight? Do you guys do the midnight opening too of gifts?
So
Like the
yeah, it
12th?
wasn't.
Yeah,
It wasn't.
Christmas Eve.
Yeah, it wasn't midnight, but it was always Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Because then we would leave and we would go to church, right? And then the next morning would be just like our family and
Yeah.
immediate family presents and stuff. So yeah, I would say those were more the festivities than the actual decorating. It was lots of singing and church and that kind
But
of thing.
when did it start though? Was it after Thanksgiving, like AZ's?
Oh yeah,
Did
great
it start-
question.
Did
Great
it start
question.
September
So
first?
my birthday is November 20th. So it's always like right around the week of Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
So I am never playing Christmas music until after Thanksgiving because I feel like if people skip out on Thanksgiving, it feels like they're skipping out on my birthday, and like guys, come on, like this is my day. It's the one day. So but like my younger brother, he is like a September 1st Christmas music. Midnight on September 1st. And my older brother like works at Disney, and Disney starts celebrating Christmas in like August, so I wouldn't say that he's really big into it, but like because of the environment that he works in, it's a
Yeah.
lot of Christmas stuff pretty early on. But as far as my parents go, I feel like they're pretty good about like celebrating each holiday. I remember we would have some Halloween decorations, nothing too crazy, but just some, DIY Martha Stewart ghosts that my mom would make and stuff. And then Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving would go back and forth between my aunt and uncle's house and our house. So yeah, we didn't want Christmas stuff too early because like if you're celebrating Christmas or celebrating Thanksgiving, you got all your Christmas stuff, like it ruins the vibe. You got to watch the Lions every Christmas or every Thanksgiving. Got to watch the Lions, and they usually lose. But this year, this year is our year, man.
This
Okay?
year,
This is our year.
Dan Campbell's got you going.
Yeah. Dan Campbell actually got to let's check the
By
score.
the way, speaking of football, Rob, they just showed Taylor Swift at Arrowhead Stadium in one of the suites.
Oh,
Oh, my
Dude,
boy
she was
Trav!
laughing, dude. They
My
put
boy
it in the camera.
Trav!
They put it on.
All right, I gotta go, guys. I gotta do some research. I'm so invested. I'm so invested in this relationship, so much so that I will look up that before the line score. Taylor Swift.
oh my
Yeah.
god,
Too funny.
that's so good. That's so good. Man,
Sorry, I
that's-
got distracted by that.
No,
news.
no,
Thanks,
you're
Eddie.
good.
I appreciate that. So yeah, that's our Burr months. Mostly dominated by Christmas, but yeah, my parents did a good job of kind of celebrating each holiday as it came.
Nice. I know some people. I don't know about you. I mean, because of the fact that Filipinos didn't really do like Halloween. They don't have like our Thanksgiving at the same time as us. Like, I know some Filipino families were just like completely against even like Halloween. I don't know about you.
Actually, I'm just now thinking about it. Back in the Philippines, I don't remember. Like, I don't have a big memory of trick or treating.
Yeah, they didn't do it in the Philippines. It's like
No.
The thing that
devil.
we talked about it, the main thing that I remember about Halloween in the Philippines is being scared poopless.
To-
Watching
to not-
Magandang Gabi Bayan. There's this
Mm.
show in the Philippines where it's a weekly show, but during the Halloween season or during literally on Halloween, they have a Halloween special where people would just tell their stories. They're like
Ghost
ghost
stories.
stories or scaries,
Hmm.
but just the way they narrate it and the way they set you up with like the reenactments, it's cars. You're like, holy crap,
Is that a
It's how
variety
is
show?
Sounds like it's not for me.
it's not a variety show. It's hosted by I believe his name is Noel de Castro. He actually became one of the vice presidents of the Philippines one time, I think. But he's known for if you've ever heard TV Patrol, like he's the one that started that whole like that cadence. That TV Patrol cadence, I believe, if I recall. But then he ended up with his own show. But it's just a typical. Think of it like 60 Minutes. It's kind of like a 60
okay.
minutes type of show,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
weekly. But yeah, their Halloween special is
They have like
something else.
like news stories. Like just
yeah,
stories
there's news
about
stories,
different things.
and yeah, on Halloween they'll take like little stories and
Okay.
and reenact them. It was like
You-
when I grew up, unsolved mysteries used to scare me.
Yeah.
Like the music,
Yo.
homie's
Did you,
voice.
like you hear the music?
Yeah, homie's voice. The reenactments were scary as hell, especially if they were doing an unsolved mystery of like a paranormal one.
Those were cool, dude. I love
Those scared the crap. Those scared the
Loved them.
crap out of me as a kid.
Yeah.
I
I'm
never
not- I'm
watched it
not a
because
big
even the
scary
mu-
stuff
even
guy.
the even the music got me. Like, nope, changing the channel. Put it on cartoons. But yeah, I think
Yes.
what you're talking about was a lot like unsolved mysteries.
Mhm.
Mhm.
But yeah, like I said, it's just the way they did it. At one point, at our old house, my wife and I were still dating at that time, and the nursing home that I used to work at was literally less than a mile away. So during my lunch breaks, I would go just drive home, eat lunch real quick, and then go back to work. And I was working evening shift one time, and it just happened to be that Saturday where they were doing the that Halloween special. So we were sitting at the couch, and my wife was like, "Let's go watch this for a little bit." I was like, "No, I don't want to watch it." And she turned it on, and I was like, "I can't believe this," because I have to go back to work. The evening shift, it's like, nighttime. And we were sitting there, and then all of a sudden I hear like creaking. I'm like, what the
Okay.
heck is that? And then it happened again, and I actually grabbed her and put her in front of me.
And you did it.
I was like, what
you did
the
it
heck?
I love how
We
you
were-
put her
we were-
in front
we
of
were
you.
both freaking out, and I put her in front of me, and it was my
Look at you,
youngest
so-
brother actually sneaking in because we had the screen door, and it was like kind of opening it slowly. I was like, and I was cussing my brother. I was like, what the heck? You know, but my wife was like, well, you know, my wife was mad because I was holding.
Human shield.
I was like in the couch
That's it. That's great.
holding her.
Oh my god.
That's how much it gets me, that show.
Yeah, you should have seen him when we were watching Zach play scary games. He wasn't even playing the game.
Yeah.
Homie was
Yeah.
like sunk into his chair. He had a pillow over his face.
pillow, yeah.
He was doing one
Wait.
of these.
For everyone else, are y'all fans of scary movies
I'm
and
not,
Oh, yeah.
movies? Not
Love
I'll
it.
watch it.
oh more.
I'm
Okay,
not.
let me hear.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm not.
So
I'm
I
not.
was like Fred said, we were watching it, and it was already in this room, and my door was closed, and I forgot which portion it was, and I yelled, like I was like, "Oh my!"
Oh yeah. It
yelled
was
out
when
really
the ghost
loud,
flashed
and
in.
My wife and the kids were on the other side of the house, and they came rushing in. It was like, "Are you okay?" Because
Oh my
I had my
gosh.
headphones on, like
Oh,
Yeah,
so
he
really
let
loud.
out a yell.
I put out a yell.
There was one time. There was one time I was dating this girl, and she was like, "We should watch the Insidious movie," and I was like,
Oh no.
let's not. Let's do anything else." Anything else. And like halfway through the movie, we were like holding hands, and she was like, "You're like shaking." I was like, "No, obviously,
You're
like
not.
freaked out right now. I did not want to do this." I said anything else. Yeah, I'm not a fan
We
of
watched The
scary stuff.
Ring in the theaters.
Oh, boy.
And my wife was actually, I forgot how far she was along with my oldest in terms of her pregnancy.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Are you sure you want to watch it?" Because I don't like scary movies, and she's big into scary movies and stuff. I was like, I don't.
Okay.
That the whole time, I was like this watching The Ring in the theaters.
Yeah, that's me too.
And
That's me too.
we got home. It, I don't know if it's like, you know, the pregnancy hormones and stuff. It actually got her. Like it scared her to the point
Like
where
a
she was going to the bathroom and she was like,
contraction?
"You have
Oh.
to stand with me in the bathroom." 'Cause she can't close the door.
That's
She was
That's
like,
so
she was
good.
actually crying. I was like,
Yeah,
you know,
after
I was
watching
trying not to
Insidious-
hold my laugh. I was trying to hold my laugh, and I was like, "You're the one that wanted to do this."
after watching Insidious, I had to do the same thing with my girlfriend. I think it was my pregnancy hormones too. What it was.
Amor, you're about it. You're about scary movies, dude.
I'm about scary movies, but I can't get my wife to watch them with me. I think the last time we actually sat down and watched something scary was like one of the Paranormal Activity movies,
Mm.
Oh, okay. Oh,
and
gotcha.
that I think that was the last time that she was like, "Okay, no more."
She's like, I'm done
I
with
feel like
this.
you have
She's
to
like,
have
I
that
am
clarity
done.
though, right? It's always one that likes the scary stuff, and then one that's like,
Yeah.
no, not.
So I can't get her to watch those movies with me anymore. Like, what was it that came out a while ago? Smile.
Yeah.
Have you guys
Oh,
seen?
gosh.
Have you guys seen the trailer for that?
No,
The
definitely not.
marketing,
I have.
though.
The
Did-
marketing
do you
was
remember the
good.
marketing that
It
they
was
did?
good. I still haven't seen it because I was like,
Yeah.
I'd like to watch it with someone. I don't want to watch. Not that it scares me to watch it alone, but I would like to consume the movie with some. My wife's
Yeah.
like, no.
Appreciate it with someone else, sure.
She's like, no. I am not watching that. And every so often, I ask her, it's like, you want to watch Smile? She's like, no. I'm like, damn. I was like, one day I'm
You
gonna
gotta
trick.
try. You gotta
I know if
try.
I try to trick her, into watching it, she'll just leave the room. So I'm just
Yeah.
like, okay. So yeah. No, I love that stuff, but I can't really watch it anymore. I mean,
What's your favorite scary movie? Favorite scary movie?
my favorite scary movie. I think it was the first Paranormal Activity. Was pretty good in terms of.
I
like-
remember I
of that-
saw that in the movies at the movies.
Yeah.
When it was
I saw that in the theater.
before it was like general release. It was like it was only in select theaters.
Yeah.
And I watched that. I remember walking out of the movies and being like, yo, I need to go to church. And everybody within the earshot was dying, dude. They're like, yo, I'm going with you, bro.
Yeah, I need
I'm going with you.
I like
I
the
didn't-
spooky. I like
Jesus.
the spooky, creepy paranormal ones. Like
Oh,
those are the ones that
God.
I appreciate.
Oh,
I'm
man.
not really about like
The
like
jump scares.
The
Like the
slashers.
the slashers. I'm not so much
The
about
murder.
those. I mean, I'll watch them, but like I'm more about like the spooky.
So you don't have the
paranormal
Final
stuff.
Destination trauma.
Right? No.
Like for those of you who've seen Final Destination in the past,
Yeah.
I still
I
can't
forgot.
drive behind a truck.
I think
Because
about it
there's-
though. I think about it driving behind a truck.
Yeah,
But
yeah, those are the memes that you see now, where it's like somebody will post driving behind a truck, and it's like, oh, Final Destination scared me,
Yeah.
or traumatized me with this. movie too.
Traumatized.
Oh yeah. I did
Ah.
think about that for a while afterwards. But yeah, those are the kind of movies I like. Like I said, I don't really watch them anymore, only because I have no one to enjoy them with. Because I would get my wife to watch them, and I think she finally hit that limit at some point. She's like, "Okay, we're done."
That's
Is that the Ma'an into scary movies? Nick?
She doesn't like ghost stuff. Anything that has to do with ghosts, she won't watch that. But before she was into it, like she always used to tell me, her and her ate babis would always during the summer. Her ate babis isn't related to her; it's like family friend. But growing up, they would always rent scary movies and like watch them through the summer. But now, whenever I ask her to watch something scary, she's not gonna watch it. Like she wouldn't even watch like The Walking Dead, which isn't even scary. Like something like that.
Really?
She's not gonna watch that.
It's just gory.
Yeah, it's gory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, like for scary movies, it's just like those jump scares that I don't. Sometimes I'll put it on mute so I don't hear the music, because when you start hearing the music, then
Oh, sure.
so
You know something's coming.
yeah, I just don't like. And then they sometimes they do the fake outs where it's not a jump scare. And then all of a
Oh,
sudden
right.
You'll turn
Like
and then
if
it is a
you put
jump
you in a-
scare.
Like puts you in attention.
Yeah, like I don't mind like regular horror movies, but just those like there's like cheap scares, like the jump scares, but then they still get me. I'm like, I'll just do like one of those things, like one of those
Right.
startles, and you get that thing up your spine.
Yeah. Same for me. It's
The
just
tingling.
oh,
That tingling,
No, I
tingling
get you.
sensation.
The last couple of years worth of scary movies, I've been conned into going.
that's hilarious.
They tricked you.
They did. So I have a group of friends.
You're like pissed about it. I was.
I am pissed about it. Let me-
You sound it. You sound
listen, you hear the story, you would be just as mad if you were in my position. So
Okay.
it was when the first Conjuring was coming out.
Oh,
Mm.
Okay, and
Yeah.
the Conjuring had a lot of marketing to
Yeah,
it,
they did.
and
I
it
remember
was literally
this.
everywhere. And you couldn't even watch like a YouTube video without first having to watch a Conjuring trailer,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and then you get to watch your freaking video. And so I tweeted,
It's horrible.
God, I just want to watch a freaking YouTube video without getting the crap scared out of me by a freaking Conjuring trailer. I am sick of getting scared by these trailers. I don't even, and because I just want to watch my video. Just let me watch my video in peace. And a buddy of mine, or a friend of mine, she replied to the tweet and was like, "Oh, I want to see that movie so bad, but my fiance won't go to the movies with me to see it." Just kind of going off of how she wanted to see The Conjuring. I obviously expressed that I didn't even want to watch the trailers, right? Another friend replies to her and says, "Oh yeah, like my girlfriend won't see it with me either. I really want to go and see The Conjuring." And then another friend then replies to them and was like, "Yo, when are we going? Like my girlfriend won't see it either. Let's all go." And then I was like, "Oh, cool. Well, that's nice. Like those three get to, they get to have, they made a little group off my tweet. That's fine. They're all gonna go see The Conjuring together." And then the next day, I get a text, and it was a group text. Those three people and me being like, "All right, when are you guys free to go see The Conjuring?" And I'm like, "Guys, I didn't even want to see this. I didn't want to see this
Wanna see the
freaking
ad.
movie.
You didn't want
It
to
was
see the ads.
it was me tweeting. I didn't want to see the ads. They're like, you gotta go, man. We got together because of your tweet. It's like, listen, I'm honored, but I don't want to go. And they're like, no, you have to go. We're buying a ticket. You have to come with us. We're all free on this day. Make yourself free on this day. And I went and
say
saw.
they're not friends anymore. He's not. Fred's not
No,
friends.
the messed up part is almost every other like subsequent scary movie that I've seen has been with them, because they're like, you have we made like a little scary movie like group, and we actually got together most recently for The Nun 2.
Oh gosh.
Couple
was
weeks.
I feel like anything that brings religion into it, I'm just like, no way.
It was
It's not even like
the
a
Nun.
religious thing. It's just like that's for me. I feel like that's the scariest stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
The Nun 2 wasn't as scary as The Nun 1. And I think to this day, The Conjuring is still the scariest movie that we as a group have seen. There've been movies that have come close. But The Conjuring, the first movie we saw, and I think going to see him has like desensitized me to him. But I think, considering myself to be fairly spiritual, like fairly religious, I think it helped me watch The Nun and The Nun 2. And I don't know if you are, Rob, but I was like, all right, cool. Well, I have the tools to, combat this freaking demon. So
It gives you some hope. Yeah, I can appreciate that for sure.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Kind of, so.
Ooh, The Shining. I have
Have
seen
you
The
guys-
Shining.
Have you guys? Yeah, I've watched The Shining as well.
Red rum. Red
Yeah.
rum. Red rum. Yeah.
But-
What do you guys are you how do you feel about haunted houses?
Oh yeah, love them.
Like going through
I
one,
can't.
Yeah,
and like
those are
people
dope.
touching you.
Yeah.
To be honest, I might end up hitting somebody. If somebody.
I used to run them. I used to run haunted.
One of those
houses.
dark cam
Oh, you did
videos.
more?
where someone pops out and boom.
Like you're one of
Yeah.
the scary ones that run out.
So-
Amor, or
so
you
in-
ran a house?
Like so in college, we used to set those up and then have people come through them. So we would turn our courtyard into one big like haunted house
okay,
of our
okay.
dorms. So we would transform it into like a place where you can walk through and get scared. And so I would help organize those. I would get volunteers to like dress up. We would like design them. We would come up with themes. So like I did it for like 3 years while I was a college student. And then we'd invite the community to come over to the dorms and get scared and give candy to the kids during Halloween. And so yeah, I got really good at it too. I used to love that stuff. It was all kinds of fun. We
I hate you now more.
we would take
really
pride. We would take pride when we're like, oh yeah, we totally scared the crap out of that group of like teenagers. It was awesome.
Oh,
We
I
or like
can't, yeah.
or like we made that one guy piss himself. That was rad.
Oh,
That was like. But yeah, that was totally fun. And we would set up these like crazy gimmicks with a guy with like actually we couldn't touch people. That was part of the rules is you can't touch the people that come through because of legal issues potentially. So
Yeah.
that was the only real rule was like you just can't touch anyone or grab anyone or anything
Okay.
like that. You
Yeah.
just have to rely on the spooky sounds or jumping out at opportune times without touching
Yes.
them. We would get guys with chainsaws, even though they weren't on or real. Like we would
Right.
play the sounds with
Yeah,
someone
okay.
holding one. I used to plan those like every year that I could in college, and it was
Wow.
always a blasty blast. I used to love that stuff.
Had any of them got hit? Like someone like AZ would walk through and punch one of them in the face or something?
I think that did happen. That totally did happen.
I
I don't remember the
my-
details.
It's
Yeah.
my kids. I even tell my kids because my daughters. It started with my oldest one. She would do the whole flipping her hair, like in front of her, and
Like
she would
in
hide
the
in the
ring.
closet or
Yeah.
around
Yeah.
the corner,
Yeah.
and she would just like stand there, and you turn on the light. There was like this figure standing, like
Yeah.
it catches you like on the side of your eye.
That's
And I
terrifying.
always tell them, I was like,
I do that to
"Don't-"
Guatemala
I
a
was
lot.
like, don't. I was like, don't do that.
That's
I always tell them,
terrifying.
don't do that.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah, I'd be like, yeah, there goes your birthday present.
And my youngest one too.
Oh
My
my
youngest
gosh.
one, my youngest one is so like quiet sometimes, to where I'll be laying down in bed. Like she did this the
yeah.
other day. Hold on. She did this the other day, and like I was getting settled for bed, and I was turned, and she had forget because they were chilling in my room. They forgot their charger, and I didn't hear anything. I didn't hear the door open, and it's like one of those, you're like half asleep, and then you just turn around, and she's right there, and you're like, "What the f?"
F? What the
What
F?
the F?
What the
And, she-
F?
and then she just goes, "Oh, I'm just getting my charger. I forgot my charger." I'm like, can't you just announce yourself or like nod that you're coming?
Freaking easy. He's all super jumpy. I love it.
Oh, I can't. Yeah, I like you were talking about like dark rooms. It was funny because I saw a TikTok about a guy making fun of that situation, to where he goes down the fridge. He was like, I'm not the only one that this happens to, right? Like he opens the fridge, closes it, and then walks, and then as soon as he turned off the light, he runs up the stairs, and he like, shadows are chasing him, and they going up, and then
I
jumping.
love it.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
I love it.
There
I
was
saw
one
Mark-
time we were going through so up north in Michigan, there's this place called Mackinac Island, and on like their Main Street area, there's like this haunted house that you can go through. And so it was like me and my younger brother and all of our cousins, and it was like half of us wanted to go and half of us didn't want to go, or something like that. And I forget how. I feel like they had us like sign in or something like that, but they had us like write down our names, right? And if I remember correctly, so my younger brother was much smaller, so walking through it, he was like holding me from behind and like not looking at anything, and I was kind of like his legs, right? So he just kept walking, or I was his eyes, I guess. So but we get to like the last kind of room or corridor, where I can like see the light from outside, and someone whispered through the wall my name, and I flipped out and ran out. But because my younger brother, he like buried his face into my back, and so he didn't see anything. So, but I ran out, and my brother was still holding on, so he kind of like fell. It was like this whole thing. I feel like there's a video of that somewhere that I've never seen, but
That's great.
That's so funny. I think I
Yeah.
psych myself out in those things. Like I
Hmm.
psych myself out, and I tell myself that it's not real. Like it's just
Yeah.
people in costumes. And
Yeah.
so one of the last ones I did, I remember going on a date to
Oh,
Universal.
man.
And it wasn't even during like Halloween Horror Nights or anything. They had a maze for The Walking Dead when it was like super popular.
Oh, okay.
And so it was set up to be like one of their Horror Nights mazes where people will pop out or whatever, but it's just zombies and whatever. So
Yeah.
I was a big fan of The Walking Dead at the time. I was like, I want to go through this. And she was like, no, I am not about it. I do not want to go. It's like, come on, it won't be bad. It's not even Halloween Horror Nights right now. It was like in the middle of like February or something. And I was like, let's just go. It'll be fun. And so I was
I hate that. I hate when people say, "Oh, come on, it'll be fun. It'll be fun."
but the thing is, I was about it because I was like looking at the sets and like, oh wow, that's exactly like the show. And
okay.
and then like I would see, and then like I would, we walked through the first area, and like a zombie popped out, and like I didn't really get scared because I psyched myself out. I was like, oh, it's just somebody in costume, and I was like looking at like their makeup, and it's like, wow, you did an incredible job with your makeup. Like, you look great. And then he's like, "Brr." I was like, all right, sure, I'll keep moving. I get it. You look great. You look amazing. Like I'm
You
gonna
look
keep
good.
going, but you look awesome. You look just like the freaking show. All the while, the girl that I went with is screaming bloody murder way ahead of me, just like yeah, and I'm just sitting there, just like. Like this is just like the show. This is great. This is just like the prison that they were in. This is awesome. And like, she was out of there a good like 5 minutes after me. Before me.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah,
before
yeah.
me. And then I'm just casually walking through. People are trying to scare me. I'm just like, yo, you look dope as hell. And then just like, I was like, all right, I get it. I'll keep going. But you look great. And
I
then
would want one of them to like break character and be like, "Thanks, bro. Appreciate it."
Yeah,
Like,
Thanks, man. I worked really hard on this one.
yeah. Hey, yeah. Let me dap you up real quick because you look dope as hell.
Appreciate you.
And then she's like a good like 30 feet away from the exit. I'm like, where the hell did she go? And she's like sitting down, trying to catch her breath. Like I am like, why did you make me go to this? I was like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was dope as hell. And I really like the show. Like, I like the show too, but that sucked. So I felt really bad. But I feel like those don't scare me as much as if I were to like, if they were to put me and they told me like, we're putting you in an abandoned penitentiary and we're gonna make you go ghost hunt. And there are noises in there and things in there that I can't explain.
Yeah.
That I know that there aren't people in there dressed up as like a ghost or whatever. Like it's just go on in there and go talk to them.
Yeah.
And get some responses.
Yeah.
And like tell them what's your name, and then like you play back the tape, and it's just like it's me, Eddie.
Oh, no.
Ghost Finder machine.
Yeah. And I'm like
The Ghost Finder 5000.
right.
Oh my
See,
gosh, he's picking something up.
That's when I can't do it. Like if it's just like I know that they're dressed, like I could probably go through Moore's haunted houses and be like, hey, this is cool. Like,
Yeah.
sure, I'll get startled or surprised real quick because they come out of the corner. But in my head, I'm like, that's the dude in the costume.
Amor would be the person to dap you up. You'd be
Yeah,
like, "Hey, man,
Amor,
appreciate you
yeah,
coming
yo.
out. Hey,
I'm like, yo.
all right.
Here's some
This is a
extra
scare
candy.
alert.
This is the scare alert.
And then-
But by the way, my mom just got home.
Yo,
Meat on the
Man. That looks so good.
And my wife's holding it right now.
Oh damn, Toron!
Oh my God.
I'm so jelly.
Toron!
It's
I'm so
funny,
jelly
Fred,
right
'cause
now.
the whole time you were telling the story, I've been holding this thing, and it's making like you were talking about palabok making you hungry.
Wait,
I was like
take
holding,
a
Get into it, man.
Take a bite of
Yeah.
the Toron so you can show the inside of it.
Oh yeah,
take
yeah,
a
yeah,
bite
yeah.
of the turon.
Take a bite of both.
Yeah,
At
or
the same
cut it.
time.
Or cut it.
Feed it.
Or cut
Feed
it to
cut
him.
the Toron.
Inside the
Just so you can show what it looks like.
Here, you take a bite because she said you wanted because she Easy Pinay's been white
Yeah, take a bite of the Toron and show us the inside.
right there. It's like banana.
No, jackfruit.
Oh yeah, jackfruit.
Jackfruit.
and banana. Yeah, yeah.
There you go. Chat who have never had Toron, but you can see that it's a caramelized outside, so it's nice
With
and
brown
sweet.
sugar.
Yeah, and it's a typical Filipino dessert, and yeah, really good.
That's
Toron, see?
awesome.
Damn, that looks so good, dude.
Yeah.
I know
I'm
it
jelly.
sounded crispy too when she
When she bit into it,
You heard it.
so
Like,
it's
literally,
fresh.
they came
Oh,
in. You were
that's so
telling your
good.
story. I was
Yeah.
listening to it, and she just goes here and hands me all 5 sticks, and I'm like, what am I doing with this? I can't. I was like, can you give me a plate? And yeah, it's like the smell. It's just like,
Yeah.
Dang, I feel like we just need to go to AZ's on Sundays, man. I feel like
I
every
know,
Sunday's
right?
like that, huh?
when Fred knows, when Fred was here, my dad asked him, he was like, hey, what do you want me to cook for him? And he was like, right now I can cook menudo, kare kare, or I forgot what the other one. There were 3 dishes that he
Is it
offered.
adobo?
I think he might have been.
No, maybe
because it
I
was
don't know.
menudo, kare kare, and there was something else. But I think I asked Fred, I was like, what do you want? And I think Fred said kare kare.
I said
right?
kare, yeah.
Good choice.
He came back, it was all 3.
Yeah.
And it wasn't, and it was like those big party trays worth. And I'm like, I just
I
just
was like,
need-
Fred, you gotta bring some of this home.
I was like, no, I can't bring this on the plane. What do you mean?
Guy sitting next to him. What's that fish smell?
What's that fish smell? What is that?
Yeah.
Oh
and
my
that's how my
God.
dad's one of those typical cooks. Like,
Yeah.
or he just loves to cook. And that was one thing. It's like when he cooks, even though there's like only a few of us, he will cook for like 20 people, and then boom, here it is.
Yeah.
Like, Filipino spaghetti for days. Like it'll stay in the freezer.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, thaw it
Yeah.
out.
That's definitely a Filipino
So
trait.
good.
I feel like if there's any word or adjective that non-Filipinos will use to describe their Filipino friends or Filipino acquaintances, it's that they're really generous or hospitable.
Mm.
And I definitely got that at that household.
I recently learned that Theo Vaughn is like obsessed with Filipinos.
Yes,
Like
yeah.
he's obsessed.
With?
He
the comedian, Tio Von. Yeah.
yeah. Is it Tio? Tio or
Is
Theo?
it, is it
It's Theo.
Tio or yeah? I forgot.
Um,
I think I've seen a video of his. Was who was he talking about?
I sent it to someone. I'm pretty sure.
I think
You
it
might
was.
have
I might have sent you the one where he just talks about how Filipinos are always welcoming and smiling all the time, or
Yeah.
something like that. But
There's
yeah.
oh, you know what it was? There was one where he was asked the question like, if aliens are real,
Oh
who would you elect? Who would you elect to go and talk to them? And he was like, man, I'd say like a Filipino man, you know. I think the Filipinos are just so welcoming and so hospitable, you know. And he like goes on this like long tangent.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he's
I
like,
remember
he's like,
this.
I've heard that like if you open like the heart of God, it's just like 5 Filipinos sharing a tangerine. Like that.
And I think he said at the
Died
end, I
laughing.
think he did
And then
say
the
at end-
interviewer goes like, no, we meant like an actual person. Like which like celebrity would you elect to go and talk to the aliens? Not like a, you know, just like a group of people. But yeah, that works too, I guess.
And then he goes, oh, at the very end he goes, oh, Manny Pacquiao.
Oh yeah.
And he said, oh, you want a person? Yeah,
Manny Pacquiao for life.
You see, you have landed here on on Earth.
My God, you look so hungry. I see your ribs.
Have you
I see your
eaten?
ribs.
Have you eaten yet? You must have had
Oh
a
my
Yeah.
gosh.
I
It's
guess
a
I
long
must have-
journey.
A long
I got it.
journey. Yeah.
Yeah.
You traveled so far over here. You probably did not have any food. Come here, come over here.
And good.
Yeah,
There's the
Oh,
comedian.
that's
There's
exactly
another
how it'll
comedian
go.
that did. I think I sent it to Fred. There was a comedian, Aaron. I forgot his name, but he did a band. It's called the Band of Manny Pacquiao's or something. something.
Is him singing, right?
Yeah, it's him singing, copying
Oh my-
Manny Pacquiao as like the whole. It was the whole band as Manny Pacquiao.
Oh man, that's gotta be a bit, dude. Like Manny Pacquiao welcoming an extraterrestrial. Like I want that to be like an SNL bit, but have
Yeah.
Drake play Manny
Manny
Pacquiao
Pacquiao.
again.
Yeah, when Drake played Manny Pacquiao,
I didn't see
nailed
that.
it.
I got
You
I
haven't
think it
seen
was
that?
I think it was was it SNL or the SPs? I think it might have been the SPs because it was a sports thing.
Oh
And
yeah.
Drake was
I'll look it up.
yeah. Look up Drake as Manny Pacquiao,
Manny
and
Pacquiao.
he
He nailed it.
Manny
like
Pacquiao.
actually, and then
Actually,
and then they showed him like singing in the studio, the recording.
was it Let It Go? he was singing Let It Go as Manny Pacquiao with the accent and everything, dude. It was
It's
Look
It
at
was
Drake.
so
Drake
good.
used to be an actor. He used to be on
Yes.
Degrassi.
yeah. And
So
he's
he
there
has the
from
skill.
he's there from the Six, so he probably knows hella Filipinos up there. 'Cause, I mean, there's
Yeah.
a lot of
Oh,
Filipinos
yeah.
up there in Toronto, so he's definitely had
Oh,
his
yeah.
fair share,
Yeah, that's very true.
his fair
Oh,
share of interacting with Filipinos.
He had the
Bobby
accent
Lee,
down.
Bobby Lee's podcast with there's some Filipino woman on, and they were talking
I
about
think it's his
McDonald's.
niece.
Oh, is it his niece?
I think it's his niece because she
Okay.
calls him Tito. I mean, unless it's like a family friend thing, but
Yeah,
she calls him Tito Bobby.
Tito Bobby. Okay,
Mhm.
okay. They're
Yeah.
like singing the McDonald's theme song. Ba da ba ba ba. Love ka to.
And they were like,
They were like, wait. What?
it's like, no, I'm loving it. We're gonna try this again, and we're gonna try to hear what you say. Ba da ba ba ba.
Love ka to.
What?
What is kato? What is that?
I
Yeah,
love
you do
this.
it.
I love
Love
is
this.
that
right?
in
Like
Tagalog?
ko is me, and
Yeah.
to is like a slang of
Shortened.
ito. Yeah, shortened.
Okay.
When you say ito, it's like this. Like
This.
ito. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like she was saying, "I'm loving it."
Is that what
In
they say in the
Tagalog, it's like
Philippines?
love
Is that how
kato.
what they do in the song?
I don't know. I've never.
No,
I mean,
think
is that
so.
just
They
her?
just
I
do it
mean,
like-
I would assume that
That's
that's
her.
how they do it. Yeah. Love ka to.
maybe love kata, and it's like not even like mahal because the word for love is technically is mahal,
That's
but
so
but
It's
they're like,
there's so
what?
many funny like that happens to. It's like a lot of like Tanglish,
love
yeah.
ka to.
love
like
kata.
You
Well, yeah,
always
and-
have that Tito
I
too,
love the
like
beat.
those
Yeah, and
Titos
they
that
started
joke
saying love.
around, right?
Yeah.
Like my uncle is like, hey, can you do this favor for me? And it's gonna be credit inside. We're like, what do you mean credit inside? It's like credit inside. I'm like, what do you mean? Utang sa loob. Meaning utang sa loob is like I owe you the favor. But he literally translates it
Credit
in
Oh,
English. It's
Credit
like
inside.
credit inside.
Credit inside. I'm gonna start using that with you.
I'm like, what are you talking about? It's like he
I owe you the
appreciated the
favor.
favor. It's
Yeah.
like
Credit
That's
inside.
I owe
hilarious.
you one, right?
Credit
I owe you
inside.
It's kind of like that. It's like love.
That's
kato.
weird.
Love ka to.
He was
No, there was
part of it. Part of it is just him joking around,
Right.
Because he does the literal translation. Yeah.
Oh,
But you
No,
hear
there
that a
was
lot.
there was a video that AZ sent me. It was either last week or the week before, and they had like a bunch of Tagalog phrases or whatever, and I knew basically every single one. That was like a typical Tagalog phrase.
Oh, the chismis cookies.
Yeah, the chismis cookies. That's right. And then
Christmas
there was one that was like, it's like, you are talagang OA. You are OA. And I'm like, what's
Yeah.
OA? I was like, I was like, yeah, it was that. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I was like, AZ, what the hell is OA? And then
Yeah,
he was like,
right.
oh, it's overacting. I was like, oh, and I was like, and then I was like, tell me you're Filipino without telling me you're Filipino. You're really Filipino. I had no idea. I mean, I know when Filipinos use overacting, I get it, but
Yeah.
I didn't know that it was like
phrase.
the abbreviation. If you say OA, it's
Yeah.
I learned
It's
that
kinda
through-
like when you hear
I learned that.
I didn't
through
know that.
Guatemala.
you're so extra.
Mm,
It's like, why are you being so extra?
yeah.
That's meaning like you're like if
OA.
you're throwing a tantrum, you're being OA. So basically, the chismis cookies. It was like another podcast that they did this video. It's like it wouldn't be because they were eating like Filipino cookies. They were trying it out, and they were like, you know what would be funny is if like if you have Filipino gossip when you open a fortune cookie. It's
Instead
like
of a fortune, it's instead of
it's
a
like
fortune, it's
chismis
gossip.
or your mom. Like you open
That's
it. He
funny.
was talking about it's like he opened it and it was like, "Oy, linisin mo na yung kwarto mo," meaning, "Hey, clean up your room."
or you open it like, did you hear about your cousin who got the girl pregnant?
It's like or it's like you open it.
Hoy.
It's like you open it. Oh,
Hoy.
see, your cousin's buying a house.
the guilt.
Yeah.
The guilt.
The
fortune
guilt
cookie.
thing, yeah.
Or
Oh,
yeah, it
yeah.
was like you open it and it's a picture of your more successful cousin and it's their marriage picture.
Yeah.
You're just like,
God.
So yeah, they called it. It's like they called it. It'd be funny if you had chismis cookies.
Chismis.
It sounds like Christmas cookies.
Yeah,
It does, yeah.
cheese miss cookies, dude. But
Cheese
it's it's a linisin mo yung kwarto mo. That one got me. I was like, damn, I would not open up another one of those cookies after that, man. I'm good. I'm alright with that.
Yeah.
Oh no. Filipino Harry Potter and the Howler is your mom? Oh no.
Oh my god.
Oh no. That would be the loudest howler in all of Hogwarts. I'm telling you. It would look at huh? Oh my god, it'd be the worst.
There's
It would
this,
I'm trying to remember what Mrs. Weasley says, but like in a Filipino accent.
Can you imagine this?
Ronaldo Weasley!
Yeah.
How dare you steer your tata's coche? When you come home to this bahay, he will follow you so hard with his chinelas.
There used to be this comedian before Joe Coy. His name was Rex Navarrete. Or I would say Navarrete. Rex Navarrete. And because I remember just when you said, your mom screaming and stuff like that, one of his bits was he was a little bit hefty. He was a little bit hefty when he was a kid. And he said the most embarrassing thing is when they would go shopping for clothes, and it was like all you hear is your mom down the aisle going, Rex, what size panty are you? Are you husky?
For guys.
That's how it is. It's like they just yell down the hallway.
Wow. No,
Yeah,
just
the other thing that just reminded me. What?
just
size
no
panty?
shame. Just
But
no
it's true.
shame, dude.
Filipinos call panties even for men. It's still panty.
Because we were talking about that right too. Like that when your Lola or your mom would say, "Can you get me Colgate?" Down the street or something at the store, but it's not Colgate that she wants. They have a
Toothpaste.
particular brand that she likes. It's just they're telling you they want toothpaste.
Toothpaste.
Like they'll also say, "Can you get me Ajax?" Ajax is a type of laundry soap in the Philippines, but they're not asking you to get that brand. They just want you to get a bar of laundry soap.
Yeah.
Right.
From the store.
Or
Yeah.
Like
grab
the Kleenex.
grab me some water from the Frigidaire. That's like
Yeah.
listen, that's not a Frigidaire. It's a Samsung
Excuse me.
refrigerator.
This is a
First
Samsung?
off, first off, it's an LG refrigerator.
Yeah.
And sure, I'll grab you some water. It's always that, right? It's always talking about the actual or a specific brand.
Yeah,
It's a brand.
brand name.
Yeah.
Kleenex.
Yeah.
Instead of tissues,
Kleenex.
Kleenex.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Kleenex,
Kleenex,
yep,
but like the
Kleenex.
next level.
Yeah. Or like Coke.
Brip.
They literally say that in the Philippines. You want grab me some
What's
Coke.
Brip?
You're like, what?
Brip.
But
It's
you-
the
you
Brip.
don't
It's
have-
briefs.
Briefs.
Oh.
Yeah. You call it Brip.
Yeah.
It's briefs. Quick, grab your dirty Brip there from the hamper.
Who says briefs now? Nobody says
Rob,
briefs.
Rob's like,
Brip, boxer,
Brip,
boxer Brip. Do you like to use? What are you, a boxer or Brip guy?
Hold on.
Rob's reminding me of
or
something.
boxer or
Keep
boxer
going.
Brip.
The tidy
Boxer,
whities.
tidy water, yeah. Boxer Brip. It's not panties. Yeah, we got Brip too. Hey, grab your Ninja Turtle Brip from here. Mom!
I've heard that exact phrase growing up.
Yeah, we both had the same ones growing up then. The heckin' Hanes, the Hanes
Yeah.
on the that had the Ninja Turtles on the tush.
Yeah.
That's
I
it.
think I had
The
I
Yeah.
had those. I had those.
He-Man. He-Man Brip.
Yep, I had.
Yo, Shy, you had to have Ninja Turtle Brip for sure.
For sure.
Yeah. The more I say it, the more Rob is dying inside. Oi! Look at that!
Oh, look at this guy.
That's
Look at
naman.
Dude, that looks so cozy.
It looks
What?
super cozy.
What?
Forgot Rob.
Kinda
want it.
Kind of want it. Kind of want it.
This came in. I was like,
Like it just came in.
Nice.
Yeah, it just came in like yesterday, I think.
Oh, okay.
What does it say? I am Knuff.
Enough. It's from
Yeah.
Barbie.
Yeah, it's
It's
from
from the-
Barbie.
It's from the end of it's from the end of the movie Barbie.
I'm
still need to
just
watch that.
10 everywhere else I'd be a 10.
Yeah. The Batman brips. Yeah, Ken, I got you. Batman brip.
Is that velour? It's not velour. It's I don't know.
It looks so
Dude,
soft.
is it fuzzy? Yeah. Is it like soft?
Fuzzy. It's like one of those fuzzy, soft
Is it cozy?
fabrics. It's
The messed up
cozy.
part is AZ can only wear that for like 2 weeks of the entire year living in Arizona. So
Yeah, that's the same thing with
Right.
me in Texas.
yeah,
That means I just have to go to Cali.
yeah.
Yeah,
Go
yeah.
to
come here.
Cali
Way better.
just to get to wear the hoodies.
Yeah, the last time he was here, he was freezing his freaking butt off.
Mm.
Yeah, I was. He was like, "Is that cold?" Yeah, I had like a beanie and everything. It was cold.
What was
I
it?
mean,
Cold.
that's how it is, and that's why when I said like if I visit places like Toronto in the middle of winter or something
Oh, you
like that,
die.
I'd wear
You
like,
would-
I'll
Funny
be wearing a
how
parka.
the three people that are in the warmest climates are the ones that are wearing sweatshirts on this live stream right now. What?
Listen, this
Oh,
is
that's
this is
true.
a this
Oh,
is
like a long
thin
sleeve hoodie?
t-shirt.
Yeah,
This is a
yeah.
T-shirt hoodie type thing. It's dry fit, so it's not like it's
Okay.
like
Yeah, that looks like
sure.
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 It's about time
I-
for hoodies here too.
Yeah,
Before the
yeah,
show-
I'm more news more.
Yeah, it's about time.
Where'd
So
you
I
get that
got this
hoodie?
at
Izzy?
the Mattel
Mattel.
website. The funny thing was,
Yeah.
as soon as I saw it, I saw the movie with my family, and when this scene popped up, I was like, I want that hoodie.
Yeah. It's really smart of them to make that and sell it.
And then when I logged into the website, yeah, they need to change that. When I logged into the website, it was like sold out because it was like the
Wild.
third day of when it came when it
Oh,
came out,
when
and then
the
all of a
show
sudden I got a
came out.
notification. It's like, oh, they're doing another round, and it was like pre-orders. I ordered this when the movie came out.
Yeah. I
So it
remember
was a while
you
ago.
talking about it on a stream, I think. And I
Yeah.
was like, ships by September 20th or something like
That's
that.
so long.
And I was like, that's so long. It was like 2 months.
This one's shipped on or before October 10th. So this one's shipping out
Yeah.
A little bit faster, yeah.
a little bit
Kinda-
sooner.
Kind of.
So yeah, as
But
soon
I-
as I saw it in the movie, I was like, I told my wife, I want that hoodie. She was like, no. Like she just came in just now and she was like, she was shaking
She doesn't
her
have a
head.
matching one.
No, that's for the Kens. That's for the Kens of the world.
I put it
That's
into
fun.
I put it into the chat for anybody that wants it into the YouTube's chat.
The funny thing is, did you know in the Barbie movie, the actress that played this, for those of you who've seen the movie, there's a like when they're at the court, like the main judge, the actress that played that role is Filipina.
Filipina, that's right.
Yeah.
Mm.
So in one of the scenes at the very end of one of the scenes when they were showing them all like dressed up and kind of finalizing everything, she's wearing the traditional Filipina.
Oh,
Thing.
yes.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So,
The dress. Yeah.
the dress, yeah.
What are those things that is there a certain name for that dress?
I don't remember what the particular name for that dress is.
Because that's kind of
Like,
like that's kind of like the
bird
what dress
traditional.
that would go with a barong, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what
Did
they
it have the shoulder pads?
It's
Yep, that's how you-
butterfly sleeves.
butterfly.
butterfly
sleeves.
sleeves.
Can you throw it up on screen?
It could be what Oz
or
said.
Put it in the
Saya.
put in the
It could be
private chat. I'll throw it
Saya.
up.
Saya.
Yeah. Yeah, because
hold
when
on.
they said
This is what I'll need to search on Amazon for a more specific, Amazon.
Because I know when they say
50%
barong,
Filipino wearing saya.
Saya.
You got it?
Uh,
Oh, there's Saya Bolero.
I don't know what the actual like Filipino term is, but
Yeah, that's what
Saya Bolero.
Bolero. Yeah. I don't know what bolero is. My wife sometimes knows more of the deeper Filipino stuff than I do. Like in terms of
I
dresses
just
and
I
stuff.
just I just
Right.
Google searched it and
That's what
and
came out.
Google image. No, I didn't. Not the Saya Bolero, but
But yeah, it was cool.
Right.
Like they had that representation there.
Wait.
She wanted to do that, and I think on the red carpet thing, she had another rendition of it, of that same dress. Yeah, that.
you got it?
that, Yeah.
There it is.
Mm.
It's actually, it looks like a pretty normal dress for the most part, besides just the shoulder
sleeves.
things. Yeah,
I
Right.
believe in the more classic ones, it's
they're a little bit more.
more like exaggerated. I think.
There's that one. That's pretty exaggerated. Very interesting. Yeah, now that you've mentioned that, I definitely remember seeing that. You said
Yeah.
it's at the end of the movie?
I believe it was at the very end when they were like kind of showing like reconciling things and stuff.
Yeah.
It was that split second like I'm Knuff.
Yeah, there's no pads. I was gonna say I don't think it's like shoulder pads, but it's a similar
Yeah,
thing.
it makes me want to get a barong, dude. I wanna wear a barong on one of the days at Brick World.
Brick
Oh.
World.
Oh, we all have to wear barongs.
Mm.
We could do a barong day. I like that.
I haven't
like
worn
that
one
idea.
in years.
I haven't worn one in years either. I think the last one
Wonder
I
if they have it
wore
on
was
Amazon.
graduation or your elementary
Oh.
graduation in the Philippines.
I wore one at
I
my
have-
wedding.
I'd have
Oh,
to.
that's cool.
You did?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I'd have
Oh,
I'd have to
nice.
get a new one. I'd probably have to get a new one made, honestly.
I'll send you pictures. But yeah, wore one at my wedding.
Nice. I
That's
like
tight, dude.
Yeah.
That's right that you represented. Did you have a lechon at your wedding too?
No, I wanted one though.
Oh yeah, that's one
I
thing
wanted one.
that like what AZ Pinay said too. If you're like just happen to be allergic to like pineapple or something like that, because that's one of the main fabrics for it.
For those in
I
the
mean, I don't
chat that
know.
don't know what
There it
barongs
is,
are,
yeah.
Yeah, that's what barong
There's a
is.
black
It's
barong.
a
Look at that.
traditional.
Let me see
Yeah.
if I can find it.
I had a blue one at one point actually,
Dang.
which
and
is
it's the
yeah.
white dude wearing a
Custom.
barong.
I you know what? I think that I wore the blue one at that family Christmas party, and my
Ooh,
mom,
Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah,
blue
yeah,
one.
yeah, yeah. my mom was like,
Dang.
"Why did you not buy a white one?" I was like, "I don't know. I thought this one looked cool." She was like,
But they're
Kind of
usually
not.
like off-white. It's like a creamy color.
"Yeah,
Right.
it's not. Yeah, it's not white."
It's like
That's
like
right,
this
yeah.
kind of color.
It's always funny because like you have to wear the undershirt underneath it, right? You can always
Yeah.
see it through
Right.
the barong.
But that's the best part, dude. Like you just wear like a white tee underneath,
Let's
and
see.
like
Wait, let's see if I can.
Oh, we got to get the hats like this too. No.
I don't know.
yeah,
Know if I'll find this fast enough.
yeah. I want a new barong, dude. That'd be dope.
It was getting too hot. I took it off.
Oh, you took it
I was
off.
gonna say, dude, you're gonna get really warm in that real quick.
Ooh.
Allergic to pineapples.
Is that really it? AZ Panay said, gotta tell your mom white is only if you're a virgin.
Oh,
Yeah, that's why. Never mind.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
That's great.
You
mom,
did.
totally. Yeah, I can totally wear a white one.
How quickly I just. Never mind.
I forgot about that. Yeah, that
Never
is.
mind. This is a family show.
that's
I
why.
love that.
This
That
is a
was good.
family show.
Called out.
Robert.
Here's the
Called
thing, when-
out.
Ah,
My AC Pinay and I's wedding, it was one of those like, hey, let's get married, right? Let's get married type of thing. And I was so tiny. I mean, I'm still tiny now. I was so tiny back then that we just had to get it done. I didn't wear barong, but I had to get my my jacket from the kids section of Mervyn's. because Men's Warehouse can't get it on time.
Did
right?
you like
'Cause
the
it
way
was
you
like
looked? Oh no, never mind.
Where's the
No,
photo?
but
You're gonna
Yeah,
like
photo
the
of-
way you look. I
I
guarantee
think
it.
it's in AZP Knight's office actually, but you won't notice it. But that was the only thing that fit me.
Was the kids.
It was
The
kids
kids.
section.
I
Like
love
the
it, dude.
large in the kids section.
That's like the first communion suits.
first convenient thing.
Oh my gosh, that's so good. That's so good. Damn.
Itty bitty. Yeah, I was. Oh yeah, Mervin's right. I was itty bitty back then. Yeah, remember Mervin's?
Yeah, Mervin's. You said Mervin's and it unlocked like
Core memory.
I worked
Yeah.
at the men's department in Mervin's for like a couple summers.
That's
nice.
Yeah, that was one of my first like part-time
You sold
jobs.
you sold you told AZ you referred AZ to the kids session.
Yeah, I
What
was
is-
I probably sent you there.
right size for you.
Yeah, there was probably a moment where he's like
Like,
It's like the ring
shopping.
bearer.
I was like, "Sir, you're gonna have to go to the."
sir, let me
Sir.
get you
Mom,
the
sir.
best deal.
I'm sorry.
Let me get you,
Mom, sir,
Mom, sir, let me
Mom,
get you the
sir.
best deal. You can buy
Yeah.
it from the kids
AZP
section.
and I just texted it to me. See, it didn't. You don't even notice it. You don't notice it. You don't notice that it's a kid's jacket.
No, you
It's like
don't.
she's
Oh my gosh.
she's
Can't
she's
tell.
posing beside the ring bearer.
Damn, got him.
Got him.
Oh my.
Oh yeah, it was the
gosh.
largest boy suit.
113. Look at you. Boy suit.
Yeah.
That's
That was,
so
that was, I
good.
think that was like the soccer weight, the track
Oh my.
and soccer weight. But yeah,
Oh, easy.
I was like, they didn't have it on Men's Warehouse. I didn't really like the way I looked.
yeah, because you were drowning in their jacket.
Yeah, it's like-
Said you would guarantee it.
you look like the kid. You look like the kid at the end of Big, where he turns back. He turns back into a kid, and he's wearing a men's size suit.
Yeah.
Oh my!
what's it? Five? Was it Five?
funny.
Is it Five from like the mouse with the
Yeah.
What's it? Five?
With the red
And
sweater,
he didn't wear white.
and he didn't wear white.
Classic. Classic. Classic.
Oh my god, that's so good. All right, looks like we are approaching our time here. Dang, I can't believe it's been
Wow.
that long
Time
already.
flies.
I know that one flew by.
We're having too much fun, huh? with all our chismes.
I have a picture of me in the
Oh
barong,
yeah, what is
if you
he?
guys
There's
want
one
to
on the
see.
wrong.
If you wanna
Yes.
see
the
it.
barong.
Let's see. Do I just share screen? I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah,
share screen.
Yo!
Those are my sisters too.
Guapo.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Your four older
Guapo.
sisters, right?
Yeah, my 4 older sisters.
Oh, right.
That's awesome.
Nux
Look at-
the
look at-
man.
Maria,
More with the
Milagros,
snazzy.
Maria, and Maria.
All the Maria.
Yeah.
Nice.
yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
you said
Very,
the
very
Marias.
nice.
Very nice. Yeah. that was-
Snazzy barong.
Look how white that barong is.
Guapo. Ayun.
But yeah,
That's
that
awesome.
was 14 years ago.
14 years.
Yeah.
That's
Do
awesome.
you still have
Yeah.
it? Do you still have that?
I mean, I do, but I do not fit into that thing. I'll tell you. It's been a minute.
That's dope that you wore that to your wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually cool.
Yeah.
Did the barong represent the
Represent.
for the Filipinos.
Yeah. It was great. I wanted to rep it, so that is the one thing I did at the wedding.
Is that the only time you ever wore a barong?
I mean, I've
You
worn
wore
them.
one as a kid.
I've worn them, yeah, as a kid to
Mm.
different, parties and special
Filipino.
occasions, Filipino events like weddings and things like that. But that was actually, come to think of it, I think that was the last time I've worn one. Was my own wedding. So
The real questions in the chat.
That's true.
I was not.
It was white. It was white. It was white.
Giggity, giggity, giggity.
Tell you that was not the case.
It's kind of like the remember the was it Ace Ventura 2? The Ace Ventura 2
Oh,
with Tommy Davidson running out of the tent.
oh yeah! Oh my god! Oh my
So-
god!
Funny.
I don't have. I've been trying to find the picture of me in the blue barong.
Your blue.
Oh, you're
Because it was from Christmas. But here I found this. This was from one of the many, family parties. Oh, the American cousins are here. So this is me.
oh,
look
that's
at
freshman in high
that.
school.
Oh, there you
At
go.
one of the many buffets that we hit up. And
Who are those two guys with the blue shirts and the matching pants and the matching belt?
they look like servers. I have no idea.
Oh,
I don't remember there being servers,
Weird
but
those.
we were talking about how like when you go to the Philippines, like you have like the driver, who drives you around, or like the
yep,
person that goes to the like the mall with you or whatever.
like your Jason Statham. Your
Yeah,
You feel,
Exactly.
you feel very, very yeah, I don't know, like famous, I guess. Oh wait, actually.
I had
Yeah,
that too.
Here's
Whenever I
here's
went.
here's a picture of this is the family Christmas party.
Oh, the recent one.
yeah, show us the holiday spread.
There, that's the family party. So yeah, they're all family members. And so what we did was like we had you can see my uncle, he's wearing a barong right there. There were like green name tags and pink name tags. And so like if you were related to my grandpa, you would have a green name tag, and if you were related to my grandma, then you wore a pink one.
That's cool.
So that everyone would kind of like know each other or whatever. Oh, and then also there's my one blonde aunt who like we would be at like stoplights or whatever, like crosswalks, and people would just like stand next to her and just stare at her. Like they'd never seen someone with blonde hair before.
In the Philippines.
Yeah, in the Philippines.
Okay.
Yes, yeah. So
Nice.
yeah, I wish there was a picture of everyone in the Bronx, but
That's cool. When was that trip?
oh wait. Here we go. I found
Oh,
one.
you found it?
I found one. This
Yeah,
is
we gotta see
just Rob
the
sharing
blue
family photos.
Oh,
Yes. Look at what we're doing here in this in this photo. There we go.
No.
Hey,
You can only guess
This
what's happening. Yeah, and now. So yeah, there's me with my blue barong, and my mom was like, everyone
know,
else says
brother.
it's white. Why did you get a blue one? I don't know. I liked it.
Because you
Yeah,
have
it looks cool.
experience.
Ew.
I was a high schooler. We don't need to talk about that.
You're a baller.
Wow. She's miss. Did you hear about?
She's
Did
busy.
you hear? Did you hear
She's
about?
busy.
Did you hear about? Did you hear about Rob? Did you hear why he's wearing? Why he's wearing
Yeah,
a blue
the-
barong?
Yeah.
Blue
Probably, probably after that Christmas party, all the family was like, "Oh my gosh,
Oh my
he's not
god.
wearing a white barong."
Oh my
Oh,
Giving you
gosh.
side-eyed. You wondered why.
gosh. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god. Did you see? Did you hear why?
Did you see their son's not wearing a white barong?
you know what that means.
He's impure.
He's from abroad. He's from abroad.
He's from abroad. He does not know.
He's not. He's American. He's impure.
You know those
Oh my God.
Americans. That's why you don't go there.
Oh my god.
Do
My
not go
God.
to America. They will
You'll end up with a blue barong.
Unpure.
you.
You become unpure.
Make them impure.
Uh,
You also be impure if you go there.
So funny. All right, yeah, that's all the photos that I have.
done.
Love it.
All right. Well, with that, then, what you guys got going on this week before we sign off? Rob, you got 2 figs, 1 set this week.
We got 2 Victors, 1 set with Shy Time is My Time.
Let's go, baby.
Hey, fam.
Filipino. So
Hello,
back to back. Zane's gonna be outnumbered again, which is great. And then yeah, other than that, just like some live streams.
Live streams. You finish up Gringotts yet?
Oh no. I got it right here. I have
So you
the beginning of the bottom.
so you've been working. So you'll be working on that.
Be working on that, and then a few
Oh, you did it out of order.
YouTube,
did, like-
a few YouTube vlogs as well. Went to the Lego store 2 days in a row actually this weekend. Got to help build the Venator a little
I
bit.
was gonna
which
say,
is
what
cool.
you build?
Oh yeah, I saw the picture.
Yeah, I got to help build that. It was awesome. It was a really awesome time.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Very nice. AZ, when you coming back? You coming back soon? Come back this week?
Don't sneeze, please.
Saturday?
Yeah, don't hurt yourself.
Saturday. Let's go,
Hey,
baby.
baby.
All right. Mark your calendars.
Nice.
Maybe Saturday. You picked up a nice big hefty set the other day or yesterday.
I don't know what set you're talking about.
We know what you had to do for that set.
Yeah. You had to be a good boy. You had to,
I've been a good boy.
You're wearing the white barong.
you had to be pure.
Obviously, I'm not wearing white.
You want
Oh.
the big set. You must be pure.
You must be.
You see, Robert. That's why he do not have the big
He
set.
does not have the big Legos there.
He does
He's
not have
impure.
the big Legos.
You see Rob there with the blue barong?
you know you do not have the big set.
Oh my god, Nick, what do you guys got going? You have a special guest on Friday.
So yesterday on Friday we had Equinox Blocks. So she was on
Nice.
Full of Brick, and then coming up this coming Friday we have Lego fan Bubba from.
Oh,
April After
nice.
Dark.
Oh,
So he's
nice.
gonna-
Nice.
He's gonna have fun with
Ben
us.
is great. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
He's
so
awesome.
that'll be
Closing
cool.
it up.
More, what you got going on? Some streams, some gaming streams,
Yeah,
some
yeah.
Lego streams.
Yeah, all of the above. I've been busy with some work stuff, but I'm finally kind of able to settle back into it. So I'll be doing some gaming. I got on the list of like supported creator for the new Cyberpunk DLC that's coming out. So I'll be streaming
Nice.
that. People can get special in-game items by watching me. And then I'll be I think I'm gonna start the Concord this week, maybe. Depends on how. Yeah. I've been working on the Hulkbuster, which has just become a long-term project.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
I don't want to get burnt out on
longer
it.
than the Batcave.
Yeah, it's been taking a while. But it's huge. I'm still working on it like off stream. But I think the Concord would be a good one to just stream.
Did you dance too?
I didn't have to, but I did anyway. I mean, so there'll be some gaming, there'll be some Lego, and then crossing the streams as always on Saturdays, 6 p.m. Pacific. I'll be talking to Build Time 13.
Build Time.
Build Time. So
You got to talk to him about soda, like and the difference between lemonade and
yeah,
Sprite.
I'm gonna bring that up. I'm gonna call him out on that. I'm gonna be like, you
And-
tell me about that.
and how he's converted to actually to trash talking Dr. Pepper, and
now he's converted. So yeah, no,
he's
that's
converted. He's
I'm-
all right
I'm
with it.
I'm calling that out. But
Right.
yeah, so a little bit of everything this week. I've actually been pretty light on streams lately because of life and work, but I'm trying to get back into a regular Lego gaming schedule on top of the usual crossing the streams. So
Nice.
yeah.
Nice.
How about you, Tito Fred? What are you up to?
We're finishing up the Venator this week. I probably have maybe
Hey.
2 more streams left. The thing is a chonker already. So we're streaming tonight. So every Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday evening. So tonight, if you're watching this live, it'll probably be the second to last or at the very most third to last stream. So this week we'll be finishing up the Venator and then getting into the other Ahsoka sets when I'm done with the Venator. So you can catch me on twitch.tv/panfred.
Justin.tv.
Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, especially if you want to check out the Venator before it's released
Yeah.
on October 1st. So it's actually here. Let me give you guys a preview.
Oh.
Oh,
Show us. Show it.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
huge.
We got those last 4 like top panels left, basically.
Panels, the long
Oh,
one
and
in
the engine.
middle,
And the engines.
and the engines.
Yeah.
Also, the stand is
Amazing.
There's
really
still so
good.
there's still a good amount.
cool.
Jeez.
Yeah, there's a lot
It
left.
already it looks so good.
oh yeah, that's
Oh.
cool.
There
It
you
looks
go.
so sick.
Nice.
We didn't even talk about the GWPs. That's for another
Lucky.
time.
Oh baby.
Time.
All right. Well, with that, chat, thank you for having us.
The Oscar Sonic.
In 2 weeks, and which I would imagine Atemaan will be back, and we'll start having guests. Hopefully, we'll start having guests on, bringing people into Halo time. With that, have a great rest of your weekend, everybody. We'll catch you guys on the next episode. Bye bye. Ingat.